Well, well, well. What's up? Another day, another moment, more to learn. Suffering and compromise. This is a story that is probably going to touch your soul right here. Child actor Todd Bridges, probably way, many of you people weren't even born. The TV show called Different Stroke. He was a child actor, him alongside another child who's passed away. Actually, the entire cast has passed away. He's the last remaining members. Drugs took a toll on the kids. What was that? What was it? 70s? Different Strokes was the 70s. It was about a white man. It was it a white savior? It was a rich white man adopted two poor kids, and he had a daughter and he had a maid, and it was a whole black white and basically a odd couple, black couple, white reality, black reality. Unfortunate for Todd and Gary Coleman, life happened. Maybe if they could have stayed youths, maybe if they would have been kids their entire lives, none of this stuff would have happened. But they had to grow up and they had to deal with the reality of being adults. It's a different world. We see that Todd 3 years ago met someone, and many men think he compromised a lot. Now I think they said she shared three kids or whatever. She has four. It was four kids. I don't know. I didn't even go into her ex's situation. I didn't go. It said it just showed her with four kids. So it's possible she was a baby mom, but there was some compromise here. There was some compromise, and even with the compromise, a divorce. So for all of the settlement crowd, for all of the standards crowd, for all of the people who come from that position, settlements and standards. I think we have a situation right here where there was a compromise, especially she's got four kids. He proposed in 3 months. They had a whirlwind courtship. He proposed. He got on his knees. And he probably felt that he had found his soulmate. He probably felt he don't have to do this ever again. He probably breathed a sign of relief. He was 57. He was a 57-year-old man. And after 3 months of dating, he said, "Look, what am I waiting on?" He got on his knees. He proposed. Now I don't know her history like this. So I'm just going to tell you that you can go. You gotta go look that up. There's a belief there. Well, I know she had one kid, but it might have been four or something like that. Prior relationship. He had a failed marriage. He had a drug history. He worked in Hollywood off and on. There was some compromise here. There was some compromise and there was some suffering. And even with those things, divorce. She's taller than him. For a lot of people, that's a big deal. I see that a lot of the photos, deliberately they would have her leaning to him. They would have him at an angle where he appeared to be taller, but she's taller than him by a good foot. There was some compromises and still divorce. Still divorce. Todd, Todd deserved better. I mean, the guy's been going through it. The entire cast he worked with from the 70s, they've all passed away. He witnessed Gary Coleman get pushed off well, he witnessed the results of that. And he sort of married they struggled and I would venture to look up their past, their background. They both struggled with dating because they became adults. They were children actors, and then they came into adulthood and they weren't ready in relationships, and they had to choose the right mate. And Gary Coleman, people warned him, and he was going through it. He was on the reality shows. He was having problems. He was trying to do Where Are They Now? And he was trying to do these reality shows, and it's sad, you get to witness him, and he met some woman online or something, and people warned him about her, and he even came out up front and said that she beats him up. He said that in a room full of people. Gary Coleman said the woman he had met, the woman he had married, abuses him, beats him up. Months later, we would find out he fell off the shelf some kind of way, the kitchen shelf. He was standing on the kitchen shelf to get something out of the cabinets, in some kind of way he failed. He hit his head. He was in the hospital for a while. He passed away. The police said there was an investigation. To this day, I'm troubled by that. Just the op. How do you fall from the kitchen? How you fall from the kitchen shelf? If anything, he's did that all his life, right? So if anything, that's his wheelhouse. Shelves, ladder tops, standing on things. That's his wheelhouse. Some people allegedly believe that he was pushed. Some people believe he was pushed. He married a woman who had anger issues and she pushed him and he cracked his head and he passed away. And now we got Todd. He's 57. He meets a woman on some type of dating app. There's some children in her background. He compromises. Some people say her appearance. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to let you say that. There was some compromise. Go for the go for the 4. Leave these pretty girls alone. Go for that 4. She was older. I think she's 58 or something like that. And there was 3 months of a whirlwind of dating. And I'm falling in love with this woman. And she's falling in love with me. And I'm about to hit 60. I'm not gonna I'm gonna make a good decision. This is my soulmate. This is she's gonna take me to the end of this journey. She's gonna be by my side. And I don't care about that other stuff. I don't care what these other guys care about. I don't care about looks. I don't care about children. I don't care about her history. I don't care about that. I'm gonna love this woman. And I'm gonna show this woman. And I'm gonna show myself. and I'm gonna compromise and I'm gonna sacrifice. 3 years later, divorce. He's older now. He's struggling, man. Divorce at 60, some suffering. And you gotta understand, man, all of the know-it-alls, all of the know-it-alls, the Cheyenne Bryants, all of these life coaches. He compromised. She compromised. She's taller than him. He's got a questionable past. There was some kids involved. I don't even know the net worth, man. I didn't even look him up, her or him. She's wrote a book. She's like an entrepreneur, so she's successful. And at that age, you know, she wants to love someone. And let's meet in the middle. Can we meet in the middle? Can we learn? Todd was teach me. Todd wanted her to teach him. Teach me to be better. Teach me. I don't care about those things. I just want you to teach me to be better. And we see what happened. And so that being said, man, what is the average man's chances though? And like I said, you guys don't know this guy. I mean, he's 60 years old. Woo, he was a child actor. So we talking about 50 years. 50 years ago, he was on TV. He's in syndication. If you go and look at uh, the um, the nostalgia channels, and he deserves to be happy, man. He deserves to be happy. It's a sad story for me, man. This guy, he's out here in the dating world. He's not walking around being delusional. He sees a woman, he makes a decision, he goes in. He's in his almost 60. What is he going to wait for? He takes her to the beach. He gets on his knees. He gives her the ring. She accepts. And two people who are going to meet in the middle. There's some kids in the background of her. I don't know if Todd has any. I don't know. And there was some drug history or whatever with Todd. I think he went to jail for a while. He got out. He was doing shows. I think he was on Bravo. He was doing a lot of those world's most, and he was in some movies. Fly by night movies. And he met someone, and he compromised, and he struggled, and he sacrificed, and he ignored the people who questioned, could he find someone prettier? He ignored that. And he did make a mistake, because even under those circumstances, man, even under quote unquote a settlement, that don't mean you're gonna be happy. That don't mean you're gonna find the happiness you're looking for. And what's the lesson learned? The lesson learned, the lesson learned is be careful, man. As you take your journey, man, be careful with your sacrificing and your suffering. Be careful because you may think you've lowered your standards. You may think you've settled, but there has to be both people agreeing to that. And some people may say, I could tolerate it, but I can't tolerate it with you. I can suffer, I can struggle, I can sacrifice. Yeah, I can, but I can't do that with you. And yeah, I'm touching 60. I'm back out here, though. I'm back in the dating game. I'd rather be 60 and single than to continue this relationship. That hold up, I gotta take a moment. That's got me right there. Give me a moment. Woo! I'd rather you be out here in the dating game 60 and single than continue this relationship. Now they say it was mutual. They say it was mutual. You gotta go, read between the lines. I don't know, man. This one right here got me right here. This one, I don't know. I don't even know what to say on this one, man. You see a man, little child star man, had some issues early in his, just, I don't know what was going on there. I don't know what was going on there. You're a man, you've been through things, you've raised a family, or you've seen some bad things, you've done a little time. You want to find someone to spend your life with, and you say, I'm not going to be immature about this. I'm not going to look for these things, these immature things. I'm going to be an adult. We all have our faults. None of us are perfect. I'm not going to judge my partner by immature, childish standards. I'm going to judge my partner by character. And you make a compromise. And my point is this. That's not bad to do that. My point is this. This is my point. Then you get a divorce. How do you figure it out from there? You've already did that. You weren't walking around talking about she got a big butt. She's so fine. You weren't going by that. She certainly wasn't going by money. That man ain't got no money. I don't know what he got. I don't have to look his net worth up. They probably was paying him in cash. Whatever them shows he was doing on them Hulu and Bravo, they was paying him probably in cash. I don't know how they was paying him. And I don't keep up with me. You don't either, man. We wish the best for this brother. I just he's sort of touching my soul because I know he's hurting. I know he's hurting. No, this brother's hurting. And brother, yeah, look at you, brother. What can you do? You got on your knees. She's taller than you. She's as old as you. And y'all had something for 3 years. That's a while. That's a minute. And now as you touch 60, and it's put out to the press, it was mutual. I don't know. I don't agree with that. You waking up in the morning and you looking for your soulmate. You looking for your soulmate, man, and she's not a 25-year-old. You look at a Deion Sanders. He's 55. His girlfriend's what, 38 or something, 35, 34. One of Chris Brown's exes, one of the other NBA, NFL player, his ex. She dates NFL players. She dates entertainers, and now she's dating Dion. Dion's 55. Dion's had two marriages and what, five grown kids. And he went out there and he found a 35-year-old woman to spend some years with. Guy like Todd Bridges, I don't know why he can't do the same, but he couldn't or he didn't. And I think he compromised, man. I think he said, hey, there's things that I have my faults. There's things I'm just not going to worry about. There's things I'm just not going to worry about. I'm gonna marry the basic chick. I'm gonna marry the three, and I'm gonna love this woman, and I'm gonna share with this woman, and I'm gonna cry with this woman. After 3 years, both have mutually decided to divorce. I don't know what that says to you, man. That says a lot to me about dating, man. That says a lot to me. What does a man have to do? What does he have to do? Does he have to fly? I'm looking at the chat. He said Todd to Thailand. Well, you know what, man? He might. He might. And as a man, you compromise, man, and you say you guys are not very compassionate in this chat box. And I'm shocked at that. You guys are not very compassionate. Two people, I think he said he met her through a friend. The friend wanted him to see her dating profile and take a look at it as a man and highlight the things that he felt were good about her. And if there was things in the profile that was bad, remove those things. And they said, Todd, immediately after looking at a couple of her pictures and finding out she's single, Todd was immediately interested. And they started a whirlwind romance. And the things that you hear on YouTube, the things that men say, no kids, they don't want kids, they don't want no, they don't want that body count history. They want fit, friendly, and feminine. And Todd looked like to me, Todd says, I'm on my way to 60. I need to find me a soulmate. In 3 years, at 60, he's getting divorced. He's back in the dating game. And I see the chat is saying this is passport bro material. This is a classic guy get out of America. Now, in his case, man, I'd have to agree with you on that because I was like, yeah, man, you seem like to me you tried your hand at it, man. You've been very fair. You've been fair, and you've been patient. In some kind of way, you can't get into a relationship that lasts despite the the compromises, despite that. The chat is pushing that saying now you gotta get your passport. You think you can find a little bit better? You think you can find just a little bit better? A little bit shorter, maybe? Yeah, you're right. Overseas, they are. Yeah, that ain't they big thing. The height. And somebody in the chat said weed lips. I have no idea. I don't even know what that means. What do you mean weed lips? I know he struggled with drugs, and I think I could go look up his entire background. Um, and you can see the pain in his face. Look at his face, man. The disappointment, man. The struggle. The struggle is real, man. The struggle is real. It's real out here, man. It's some suffering going on. It's some pain going on. It's some compromising. There's a guy in the chat said she's beautiful. There you go. Yeah. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. We say that, and for all we know, that's probably the one. When he saw her, he instantly fell in love. No, he's a child actor. You know what that means? He was in the 70s. He's 60-year-old black man, divorced black man that's just been returned to the dating market. And I applaud him, man. I applaud his confidence. I applaud his refusal to give up. I applaud that. But at some point, you guys are so caught up in this woman's appearance. You know what I see? You know what I see? I see a wife. I see a man who found his wife. And now no longer is she his wife, but I see a man that's on his way to 60 that was tired of this modern dating. He was tired of all this. He the little chase the little cutie chicks and all of that. The man was like, I can't get. I don't know that I could get into that because there are some bios about him. I have to confess, I just don't know his background like that. I don't see that. I see a wife. I see a wife. You guys see the things you're saying in the chat, man. You really need to think about it twice. You don't judge another man's wife. You give him a pass on that. He's married. You know, I mean, friends. I've went over their house and I met their family. I met their wife, and their wife was completely not something I'm interested in. But hey, you know, he was a cool dude. He said, Platt, this the game channel, man. You know what? Guess what? We're human beings, though. Beat balls. You're human beings. This for Todd, this touched me because he looked to me, it looks like, and I can't say because somebody in the chat said any woman who would mess with Todd is compromising. I think there was a lot of compromising here. I think the things that you guys are saying so much stuff in the chat, I think those things he moved beyond that. You meet someone in 3 months, you're on your knees, you're begging this person, asking this person to marry you, to join you, and they say I do. And they were in people, and they had a wedding, and you could see Todd was so happy. I got some photos of that right now. Hold on. I don't have. There are photos of the wedding. I don't have photos of the wedding, but I do have this photo right here. And at some point, man, as you become an adult, looks are not the final determination in the relationships. Now, certainly amongst the youth, immature people, that's a major thing. That's a major component. And if you are successful dating that way, you can actually do that. But that's sort of a luxury. And Todd, I'm impressed, man. You didn't let anybody deter you. You met a woman, you fell for this woman. People on the outside looking in will judge, or they judge her, but they don't know her like you know her. And you did it, brother. And for 3 years, and I don't know how long, that moment came where you said, "Man, I don't know if I can keep doing this." Or maybe she said the same thing. And you guys lasted for 3 years, brother. I hate the fact. I wish you the best of luck, but I don't think you really know what that means. You 60. You 60 years old back on the dating game, man. Everybody keeps saying, "Is that a woman?" That's just ridiculous. As far as I know, hold on, let me check on Google because I don't keep up with them. It's very possible. Hold on, voice. That damn voice fucked up. When you hear yourself talk, man, it. Let me see. Let me go look up this woman because you got the AI thing now, man. All you got to go is oh, here he is, right here. Oh, here he is, right here. She has. Hold up. She has. Come on, man, get out of here. Okay, right here says, "Ooh, I'm counting one, two, three, four." She's got 4 kids. Okay, and Todd has a son and a daughter. So Todd's got 2 grown kids, and I'm looking at this one, two, three, four. Says she has 4 children from her previous marriage. So yeah, that's a. Some people would say that's sort of a compromise. He's getting with a woman, that has 4 kids, but he's got two. So let's see. Just simple stuff. I can look it up right here. Age. Let me see. What do you have to do, man? Said actor Todd Bridges married designer in front of 70 friends and family at the Great Stone Mansion and Gardens in Beverly Hills. I don't see her age, man, and you got to go inside the. I'm not gonna do that. So, um, well, let me see what her net worth is. Maybe she paid, huh? Maybe. Says and they do this on purpose, man, because they want you to click on that page, and then they want to try to spam you. They want to try to set you up and say we can get the cookies, and they want to watch where you go, and then they want to sell your information. So when I put what's her net worth, instead of just telling me that, I got to click on these links, and then I go into the website, and then they spam me, and then I get botted. Okay, 57. It's not saying. Why don't you tell me her age? It's not telling me. It's forcing me to go inside to the site, and it says Yep. Do consent. Nope. Do not consent. Don't get on my page. It says, let me see. Okay. All right. After much prayer and reflection, my spouse and I have made the difficult decision to separate. This was not an easy choice. It comes with a heavy heart, but also with love and gratitude for the life we shared. Say he worked on Everybody Hates Chris. He worked on Monk. He was the host of World's Dumbest from 2008. He comes from a family of performers. He was a essayed at 11. He's worth 750,000. He said he's looking forward to it for a new beginning. Yeah, I don't see her age. Says, what's her name? Billy Joe? B- Betty Joe. That's it. Betty Joe enters the marriage with 4 kids. There was some compromise here. There was some compromise. So when you talk about the man, when you talk about relationships, there was some compromise here, man. I think Todd compromised. I think Todd said, "No, I'm not going to be governed by that immature. I'm not going to be governed like that. I've done that. I've been there. I've done that. I'm not going to go by that. I'm going to take a different angle at this thing. I'm going to try to do something different." And he married her in 3 months and said she's 47, 46 worth. Oh yeah, so she does a significant age difference. She's worth 1 million. He's worth. If you think he's worth 750,000, you smoking. That man ain't worth. That man ain't worth. I don't think he has any money, man. I just don't think he has any money. He also got a divorce too, and he has kids. I don't know how that worked out. Those dudes in the chat box say I wouldn't mind a white woman. Okay, I feel you. I think I think she's available. Make sure you get a PlayStation though. She got 4 kids. Make sure you get some rooms in that house. Make sure you get some rooms in that house. But what this is telling you, I want you to know this. This is what this is telling you. When you look at this situation, you can say, I don't care about the looks. I'm not superficial. I don't care about the past. You've had a marriage, you have children, you got a bunch of children. I don't care about the something as ridiculous as you're taller than me, and then you wear heels. You're already taller than me. Then you put on the heels, you're really taller than me. And from a standpoint of our society, that's just people are going to say that's a peculiar couple. That's just not how we date. Now, I don't think it should go that way, but that's just not how we date. We had a woman up here. Well, we had a woman up here. She said she ain't gonna have nobody date. Ain't nobody gonna. She would that she stood 10 toes down on that. She said ain't dating no man shorter than me. Now she did emphasize she was 5'2", but she said I'm not dating no man shorter than me. I think there was a compromise here. I think she's taller than him. She's younger than him. He took to his knees and he proposed. He got on his knees and he proposed. He told her, he told us that he's on his, he's ready for love again. He wants this thing to start all over again. He said, he got on his knees and he said, I'm older. I'm wiser. He looked at her. You make me better. So much better. And he said that, man. You guys got to understand as a man, when you're speaking like that, and this world will test you, man. When you've been through your ups and your downs, you meet a young lady that's putting a profile on a dating app. You don't know her, she doesn't know you. You see that. And you go on a date, and in 3 months, she's the one. You say, that's the one for me. That's the one for me. And you get on your knees and you ignore her 4 kids. You ignore her past. You ignore that. You ignore what some people in the chat, her appearance. You ignore that. Or she looks good to you. And her height. And even in modern day dating, even with that compromise, and I don't think it came from Todd. He's on his way to 60. I mean, at some point as a man, it ain't like you just juggling females up and down. You know what I'm saying? You just do. We don't live forever, and we do hit a breaking point. I don't think that was Todd. She's 46. She got a little gas left in the tank. She makes more. Well, she really don't. She got $1 million. That's what they say. On the net, sometimes you can't go by that. And they say, do men hit the wall? You see how unfair it is for a man? I don't think Todd wanted to get out of this relationship. I don't think he did. I think it was maybe, I think he was, hey, I think he was saying, hey, what do I have to do? Do I have to fly? Do I have to fly? Do I have to jump up and fly, grow wings and fly? Because here I am, I'm single now and I'm 60. And I did that. I said, hey, I'm going to meet this person and I'm going to focus on their character. I'm going to focus on the things that people ignore. And I don't care. And I'm gonna get on my knees and I'm gonna marry her and we're gonna be together. And we're gonna love with no limits. And we're gonna get together. We're gonna cry together. We're gonna be together. We're gonna grow together. He did all of that only to get divorce papers 3 years later. Now he's back on the market, man. He's back on the market. So this thing ain't nothing to play with, man. You guys, this whole modern day and all of this stuff, marriage, this stuff ain't nothing to play with, man. You got to make good decisions when you do this. You just can't just throw all caution to the wind because, knowing somebody for 3 months, I mean, it could work. But certainly you at 57, you're certainly not thinking about being divorced. And when you get married in your 60s, yeah, they're not marrying each other because they want a divorce. You know what I mean? I don't even know if Todd knows anything about passport, but that's an option for him. And that might be a good decision for him because I think that he can tell the world he did it. He was fair. And the world is the relationships, the women here are unfair to him. He can stand there and tell you, hey man, wait a minute, don't tell me that. I dealt with a woman who a lot of men wouldn't. And I gave 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 only to get divorce papers in my 60s. Now I'm out here by myself on my own after I did what I was supposed to do. But passport, he might need to go over there, man. That might not be. That might, if I was him, I'd do it. If I was him, I would do it, man. Especially if I was going through what he's going through, I'd go overseas. Yeah, and Todd, it's called a dating app. You know what that means, Todd? That means don't marry the first person on it. You got to go inside the app. There's other profiles. Who does that, man? You get somebody hands you somebody's dating app and say, I'm about to post this. What you think about this? Oh, I'm in love. Like, hey, man, you know what? You like that? Why don't you go into the app? What app is she getting on? It's probably some other women on there. Huh? Or is it me? Anyhow, that was some compromise, man. And a lot of people say, well, Platt, you just named marriage. I said, huh? Compromise, sacrifices, and struggle equals what? That's marriage? No, Todd ain't got no money, bro. What? You got to have money now just to get. Okay. I mean, by our standards, he's fine. But by their standards, Hollywood standards, no, he don't have any money. I saw some rapper, he was showing off a chain. He had paid like 800,000 and stuff. I think that's Todd Bridges' net worth. Well, we just saw Kai get his heart ripped out of his chest. And he don't stream, and now he's doing designer stuff. He's traumatized. What do you say? So to the men, what do you say to deal with the frustrations and the disappointments? You need to think about what you're doing, man. Just because you compromise and you deal with women who under other circumstances you wouldn't. Oh, there you go. He said, dude, he said, get your passport. Oh, that's how you solve that. He said, well, just go get your passport. I heard that. He said, get your passport. Yeah, man. And the truth is, man, if you're gonna get married late 50s to an American woman, man, a divorce, that costs money. And you re-enter the market in your 60s now. Now you 60 and single. Why not go overseas, man? Find you a woman, 31, 32, in shape, who needs you, and you can guide her, and she can help you, and you going on to 70 and 80, and she's learning, she's becoming more of what she's growing. You're teaching. And I don't think you're gonna get a divorce like that. Now, do they leave men? Yeah, but I don't think they'll be like that. Especially when you talk about she's 30 or she's 28 and you 60. And I know you go, that's sick, that's sick. You do that and you dangle retirement in front of her. You dangle that. You say, hey, well, if you leave me and cheat, you out the wheel. I'm saying if you do that dynamic. But it's sad for this brother because I think he did everything he was supposed to. I think she did too. I think that they just fell out. They just after a while they just realized they didn't care for each other. And once again, that's modern dating. So even in your 60s, people will fall out because this is the society we live in. And now he's back on the market. He said, be a man, expel that. He said, okay, be a man, cry if you have to. He's talking about this divorce. Wash your wash your face. Eventually, huh? Wash your face, go to the gym, pray, meditate, take care of your health, stay focused on your money. You will be okay. Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't think of a more of a classic. And you know what? If you're a guy in the passport bro spaces, I'm talking about these big passport bros. Why don't y'all? Todd is very easy to contact. Why don't y'all reach out to Todd and have him uh show him a different way of life and show him, hey man, you just went through this divorce, but keep your head up, brother. You can do what you want to do, but can we show you a different path, especially with the PR that's going on? This would be great PR. This would be great PR for the passport bros. Wonderful. You can show him, take him under your wing, man. Show him the way he could. I'm not the way he can go. Because I'm trusting this brother really wanted a soulmate. I'm trusting this brother wanted his marriage to last. People that put the dynamic that she's younger than him, and I'm telling you, that's still gas in the tank. He's 60, she's 40, and she's got a little bit of bread. Maybe she jumped in there and said, "This is not what I want," and they tried to work it out. Now they come to the thing where they got to be over. And this is sad. I'm saying it's sad for you. It's sad for all men. You don't get married in your late 50s to get a divorce. You don't do that. You might do that in your 20s, maybe even in your 30s, but you don't get married when you late. You don't get married in your 60s and 3 years later you're getting a divorce. Nah, man. Both people know what type of relationship this is going to be. It's not a young man's relationship. It's not even a child producing relationship. It's a companionship. It's let's look out for each other. It's what you doing? My grandkids coming over. Can you are you gonna still be home? Your grandkids coming over. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll watch them till you can make it. I'll watch them. That's type. You got a couple of pets in there. You got a few bucks. You a millionaire. You're a millionaire. It's not plural, but so you can live nice and and Todd does his job. He's still gonna do that. She does her thing. He does, and that's why you get when you talking about 60s. I think that'd be great for Todd to be introduced to foreign women. I don't know his first wife. I don't know. He might have been a white woman then. I don't know. Let me see. Todd Bridges' first relationship, first wife. You know why I'm doing this? Okay, first wife. Let me see. Yep, white woman. Yep. Todd like them snows. Todd is a snowman. Some of you brothers, I mean that's your thing if that's what you do, but sometimes how do you say that? Sometimes guys do that in a way that's toxic. How about that? I'm saying the way they do it, they're not toxic in the relationship. The things they're looking for, you would question. I don't know if that's not Todd. I don't think that's Todd. This is his second marriage. The first one was a white woman. This one is a white woman. He's 60, Back in the dating game, man. Ready to start over again. Let me see what his legal affairs were. That's one because there was some legal matters in his life. Hold up. Says numerous drug related charges, possession, trafficking. Damn, attempted. He tried to murk someone in the late '80s and early '90s, and he was acquitted for the murk charge. He said he was on, but that whole time he was suffering from an addiction. Now he said he's sober now, but there was some bomb threats. Yeah, some other things going on here. Restraining orders. Woo. Yeah, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. That's a lot to have on the table, man. When you're trying to date, you got that type of history. There's going to be some compromise. I'm just saying from yourself. You probably because I mean it's going to be like, damn, you are you in a position to get the top notch? Are you in a position to get the pick of the litter? Are you in a position to get now? Some guys would say you should never compromise, right? Why are you compromising? I don't care. So what? You got a criminal history, and some guys would say that. But then you can see why he was a child actor. I could see, and he clearly they had issues with women. So I can see why he did it. In my opinion, he did it. And look, even with that, it didn't work out for him. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Even with the compromise, he still wind up getting a divorce. Now, you can't make a case about modern women. You could say Western women. Now, this is a classic example, man. Yeah, you put time in your relationship and then only to get dropped or abandoned, as you get into your later years when you actually really need a companion. If there's some health issues, you're going to need somebody to wheel you in and out of that to that hospital, man. You're going to need somebody. Thank you. I wish Todd much luck in life. No black man deserves to be lonely. You're right. Let this man. And then my thing is, I think he made all the right decisions. Though I'm sorry, I just think he did all the right things, man. He 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 he's on his way to 60. He don't have time for no 2 years of getting to know nobody. He said, "Hey, I want to marry this woman." Now, well, he made some mistakes too. You don't marry the first profile on the dating site. I mean, it's a site. You got to look around for a minute. Yeah, she got hooked on drugs. The woman on the show. That whole cast is all gone, man. That was just a sad situation. Yeah, it's sad, man. That's terrible when you think about it. But this doesn't speak in the sense that there's a whole lot for relationships, period. Because if we get into if we are breaking up in our 60s and 70s, woo, does that really give you any time to get back on the market? Does that really open up? I mean, you can. There's a window. It's going to be a small one. You can date. You can date at 70. You better be in shape. You better be running marathons. You better you better be in great shape. So yeah, this saddens me, man, because the brother, I didn't know he had been through all that. I knew he had got in trouble. I didn't know about all that. Men deserve, to be happy, man. Men deserve to live their life, and be happy. All of this, um, and you guys pick these young women, man. You better pick young women who want to be married. Pick these young women who, after living with you and after they've been with you a while, they look at you as disposable. And then if they, like I said, they got a little gas left in the tank, they look at it and say, "Hey, I know I can find me another person." And you out there in the cold, man, and you 60 years old. All of a sudden, you the old nigga. You the old nigga in the strip club. I went to the strip club, man, the other day. It was a dude in there. He looked like Jerry Jones. Old man. He was sitting in the back. I left. I said, "Man, you know what? This ain't nah, man." I looked there, I stuck my head in there and I looked around. I saw dude like Jerry Jones sitting back. It wasn't Jerry Jones. He looked like him. And I said, "Nah, I gotta go, man." I left, man. They tried to do was like, "You can leave," and he was gonna try to give me my 10 back. I said, "You can keep it." Fran Dresser. Okay. Maybe he can look her up, man. Maybe he can leap out, maybe he can jump out there and catch up with her. I think that going on the dating market at 60 after having a 90-day relationship and then hopping in marriage, I disagree. This man is weathered. This man is gonna have some healing to do. This man's gonna need somebody to help him. The search and the struggle, man. And ultimately, what all this stuff comes down to: can you win at relationships, even when you compromise? I would say no. I said don't compromise. You got to find what you're looking for. This is a classic. Don't settle. Don't settle, because if you settle, who's settling? That's debatable, right? Both people have faults. Well, who's settling? And you guys got to understand, in his 60s, his kids, they're grown, but what are they gonna do? They're grown. They're adults. He can't go and move in with them. He can't go and interrupt their lives. He's back on the market. He was just married. Somebody said, "And that's a white woman." Yeah, there's a white woman. Options. I don't. Other than, okay, he don't have to be a passport bro. Okay, he don't have to use that label. But he does. He should go overseas, because I think he's looking for someone to be by his side for at least another 10 years. And he can find that overseas, man. He can find it overseas better than he can here. Much better. For what he's looking for, yeah. When they're young, if he goes over there and he's dating, and 10 years, if she's 25, he can get 10-year run out of that. She'll be 35, he'll be 70. He can get a 10-year run. Be his third marriage. He still gets bit parts, Law and Order. He'll show up in a video. I mean, he'll show up on a movie set and he gets a few dollars. Well, we had to talk about this because this got to me. We got the join link posted, man. We'll take your thoughts. What do you think, man? And who's surprised? That's Todd's marriage is ending, man. You get a couple of bites at the apple, man, and then it's over. And who said it was fair? And I think everybody has to think about compromising. We got a troll in here. You guys really like my attention, don't you? Some of you niggas is on some, y'all be on some weird. Got rid of you. See how simple that was, bro? These guys be on some weird stuff, man. You can't go by that, man. No matter what you think, no matter what you think, you can't go by. You make a bunch of compromises, so your relationship's gonna last longer. You can't go by that. The relationship, both people, man, there's got to be something there. And I get the whole marriage thing for him. He don't care. I get the whole marriage thing, but that ain't gonna keep somebody with you. Would it have been better if they lived together? Yeah. Until it was right. See, that's another thing too. As a man, you surprise somebody with a wedding proposal. How you know that woman want to get married? She may be into you, but that don't mean she wants to get married. She may care about you and not want to get married at this moment. So yeah, some guys do that the wrong way. This stuff should have been discussed. Both people and let her know. I mean, both people, you want to get married? I think we should get married. I think we should get married. You don't surprise somebody with a proposal. You hop on your knees, catch them off guard. And we see a lot of failed proposals. We see that all over the internet. They're horrible to watch. We see them, but you got to understand, we're looking at it the wrong way. We're looking at it. She turned him down, but look, how did he do it? What makes him think she wants to marry him? Okay, because she's sleeping with him, and and this is sort of this case is a case where they said Todd surprised her on the beach. This is a thing where I don't. Maybe she wasn't. She said she'd give it a chance. Maybe she gave him the benefit of the doubt and was hoping that things would be, what she wanted. But remember, she's 40, 46. He's 60. Maybe she said, no, I'm not going to do this because I'm not happy. I'm not happy. And Todd enters back on the dating market, 60 and single. 2 marriages. It's gotta hurt, man. It's gotta hurt you. It's just gotta crush your soul. It's gotta crush you to realize that no matter what you do, it's not gonna work. And you're getting older. I hope both of them do, but I hope Todd reaches out and gets. He may need some help. I hope he reaches out, man, because I sympathize with the brother. I can see exactly what he's going through because there were some compromises made, clear compromises, and even with those compromises, he got divorce papers shoved into his face. And don't let it be any type of criminal activity. Don't let that happen. If you get married, man, and there's drug issues, now hold up. If your wife is documenting this stuff, if your wife is keeping up with every time she calls the police, if she's keeping up, uh, you going through rehab or you got some type of drug issue and any type of physical violence, all she gotta do is she the you guys see that's what I'm saying. You guys really don't even know marriage like that. All she's got to do is file divorce and they'll kick you out. The police will show up and kick you out of your home. This is your home you pay for. They'll kick you out. Now, I didn't say she just do it with no problem. Right? I said if there's documents, she got evidence. He gets drunk and he tries to fight me. I've had him arrested 3 times. Oh, that's it. You finna be out. You finna be in a hotel room, or you gonna be sleeping in the back of a truck. And this is sad, man. This is the struggle, man. That's why it's so important you pick the right women and you get to know these women. 90 days of romance. He rolled the dice, man. He just crapped out. She had 3 years to get to know him. And apparently, that didn't work out. And you can't tell me this man ain't going through something right now. You can't tell me this man ain't going through a little hell. And as a black man, he has nowhere he has nowhere to go. He's a black man. He ain't supposed to hurt. He ain't supposed to struggle. Well, we don't do that over here. We know the man's going through something. A man at 57 gets married. He wants to have a relationship. He wants that thing to last. I'm not saying forever, but 3 years. He wants it to last probably 10 years, maybe even longer than that. She is 14 years younger than him. I can see him saying, let's give it to 50. Just give me the 50, baby. And you can get back out there too if you want to. She gave him 3, and she's got 4 kids. And this is where we're at, man. He said he looked her up. She's been married before, has 4 kids from the previous marriage. Yeah. Yeah. If I marry a woman and she's got 4 kids, right? I'm compromising. And if she doesn't acknowledge that, hey, he compromised to be with me, There was things that under normal circumstances he wouldn't tolerate, but he's tolerate. Yeah, you gotta bring that's got to be something that's in that relationship, man. Hey, there was some compromises made. But we already know that ain't gonna happen. And so that's where the whole foreign guys movement makes sense because we already know that's not gonna happen. We know that. And it's sad. You guys are too young. This guy was a child actor. And once a week in the 70s, he bought Smiles. Smiles, him and his that entire cast and Gary Coleman and Ebony Magazine and Michael Jackson, and he bought Smiles and warmed the hearts of black people, white people. Well, let's talk about black people. He warmed their hearts. There was very few black people even on TV like that. And he was relatable. And he deserves to be happy. He deserves someone who's going to treat him right. And I look, we dial the clock up. This man, his heart's ripped out of his chest. How can you guys be so insensitive to what he's going through? Now he's single in 60. Do you want that to be you? You want to be looking out to the dating world and you single in 60? And you know that the last person you dated was a compromise and it still didn't work? There's going to be some anger there too. And that's what somebody needs to reach out to. This. I might reach out to him because there's going to be some anger there. And you don't need to go down. Don't get mad. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm troubled. I'm troubled. I was troubled about the Gary Coleman thing because I don't care what the police report says. That man didn't fall off no kitchen cabinet. Come on, you are you serious? You believe that? Like Gary was hungry or something. Like he was trying to get some peanut butter. That dude don't even eat like that. He said he lined him up. He said they lined Gary Coleman up. Oh wow, okay. And that's the way people are, man. You guys have got this. You guys start this dating thing is real, man. You got to stop playing. You go on these dating apps. You meet someone and it's too good to be true. Guess what? It's too good to be true. Next thing you know, your family's reading your big obits. Man, it's people are embedded on those dating apps who have ill intentions. And another guy came in and said his wife looks like a dude. Listen, man, not to him. And if you believe that, if you believe that, if you believe that, don't you think as a man he's matured? He's 57. He's a mature man. He's not gonna go by that. He's not 15. He's a grown adult man with two kids and a prior marriage. He's gonna judge this woman off the way she makes him feel and what he see what he sees the best side of her. Now, I agree with him on that. What I disagree on it with him is that he should have spent more time. And I have questions if you with somebody for 3 years and you can't win that person's heart. See, on that one, I ain't no dating coach, ain't nobody can help you with that. If that woman was with you, you guys cohabitated for 3 years, the Sundays, the quiet times, the pillow talk, and you still couldn't win her heart, yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, nah, man. That speaks of you. You have to be lovable. You want somebody to love you. Are you lovable? And then on your way to 60, what changes are you making? He said either that one. You guys are really caught up in that man's woman. That's a wife, brother. I'm gonna say this again. You guys keep looking. You don't judge a man's wife the way you guys do. That's a wife. And guess what? She been married twice. All these women, you got all these cute women. You see them. You see them on these panels. You see they cute asses all on all these little panels, yapping and yapping and yapping, and they cute, and she's yapping and she's cute, and she's yapping and she's single. People will sit up here and question this lady's appearance. This woman, she got 4 kids and two dudes, and a little money and a little paper in the bank. She winning, bro. She winning. That's telling you because all that look stuff, that ain't the only thing men go for. Not grown men. Smart, like guys like Todd Bridges, they don't just go by that. That's why a lot of these women still single, man. They think because they cute, you gonna get Pookie. You know what? You gonna get Pookie. He gonna get you locked up. You gonna get Pookie. He gonna get you locked up. Back on the dating game, 60 and single, bro. I'm gonna tell you something, Todd. You've been through a lot, man. You deserve some peace, and you deserve to be happy, brother. You just deserve it, man. And I don't know, some of them charges on there, they're wild. But yeah, I was gonna reach out to him, but then somebody said, he got an attempted murder. Yeah, you know what? I think I won't. Yeah, I don't know about that. Mm. Thank you, my bro. You're right. Sorry for judging the woman. Yeah, that's a wife, man. That's a wife. You got to right to your opinion, but still, that's that man's wife. Y'all sort of being cruel to be doing that, man. Don't do that. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him. You do have to wonder though, what do you have to do, man? What does a man have to do to get a relationship that lasts? If he says, I'll choose the ugly girl, he gets divorce papers shoved in his mouth a couple of years later. If he says, I'll choose the one with a bunch of kids, he gets a mouthful of divorce papers after about a year. That's gotta make anybody want to pull their hair out. What does a man have to do? And we looking at our brother right here, and he's suffering, man. We're looking at our brother. He's suffering, but we can learn from you, brother. I appreciate you. This is a teaching moment. This is a teaching moment. Let's not let's not we know the Floyd guy, we know Floyd, and that's that passport bro stuff, but that being said, still for some men going overseas is a legitimate option. If you're a dude and you don't want to get divorced and you it ain't about them taking your money, you just say, "Hey, I'm gonna give this relationship thing about a year of my life and I want something to come out of it. I want a quality relationship to come out of it. Just somebody I can build with. I don't have to be able to build with them for 30 years, but if they can give me a nice little 8, 9 year, 10-year run, I consider myself good. You don't go out here and date a Western woman and then 2 years later she's shoving divorce papers in your face. And you say, wait a minute, so now I gotta go back out here in the dating market. I'm older. I gotta deal with the money I gotta pay you. I'm broker. And I fell in love with your kids, and now you finna take them from me. I'm worse, sir. Yeah, this is nothing to play with, man. This stuff is real, bro. It's nothing, and that's why you have a lot of men who delete themselves. A lot of men just say they hit a point in their life where they just don't see a future. They don't see a future for them. They don't see opportunity. And this brother was a childhood actor. He warmed the hearts of millions. He was one of the few black people on TV, and he was young and Gary, and they were funny, and the show was a hit, and it was also healing with the black white thing in our society. They had a white sister, they had a white daddy, they had a white housekeeper, and these black boys were on there, and they were learning, and they were growing, and they were giving, and they were so productive to black people and black. It's just society in general. They were so productive. And to for me to sit here and look at this brother in his 60s and he's doing everything he can, he's doing the right thing. To get dumped after 3 years by a woman that you guys in the chat box have issues with her appearance, it makes you scratch your head, man. And it makes you wonder what's there for you. What's going to be there for you? Are you going to hit that crossroads? A man's love toward his woman is like cement, soft to hard and won't change. A woman's love is like the weather forever changing. Mmm. Mmm. A woman's love is like the weather. Well, I grant you, Todd has tried the American way, man. He's tried Western women. He's tried them. He's went out there. He's tried them, and unfortunately, they've disappointed him. And you got to remember, this is an older man. This man is looking at, his career slowing down, his grandkids. I'd say another 10 years, he's looking at his grandkids. He's not here. Uh, he's not here to be back in the clubs, back on the dating apps, back doing the same thing all over again, meeting someone and then getting with them, and then 3 years later they're shoving divorce papers in your mouth. Going overseas may be the Going overseas may be the really the only real options for Todd, and I hope he goes, man, because I really think he'll find what he's looking for over there. And somebody in the chat said a white woman. Well, it depends on where he's looking. Yeah, he could go to Germany or Amsterdam. Yeah, he could find him a white woman. I mean, if that's what he's looking for. And we gonna shine some light on this brother, man. We want to see this brother do good. Got a little money when he was a kid. Got turned out. That's terrible. Him and his I think her name was Dana Plato. It was terrible. OD. So right around what the 80s, they had a few dollars. It was a little bit different for them because by right around the 80s, they were grown and they had a couple of bucks, and that was Hollywood, and they were in those circles. So if you were into those substances, you could get them. Wasn't like a lot of people where they weren't even around that. And then too, they didn't have the money to get it if they were around it. They had the money. And look at what it did to them, man. That's terrible. And Gary Coleman was an incel. He was an incel. And look at what happened to him. People believe allegedly the wrong woman was chose. And he went on some show. He went on one of those reality shows, and he said that she be beating him up. Now he's a small dude. He wasn't well. He was a short dude. How about that? And she was bigger than him, and he was trying to make it work. And yeah, guys who date overseas. See, these are the guys who would go over there and do the right things. These are the guys who would truly benefit. All of that foolishness, that Floyd stuff, that's foolishness. But you got to push the foolishness to make money. See, you can't make money with with when guys go over there and they behave and they don't deal with the drinky women. They don't deal with those women. You got to sell people. You got to make money. He said Gary Coleman was one of the highest paid actors on television at that time. His parents screwed her. Ain't that something, man? His parents ran through, messed up his bag. He was taller than Webster, at least. Yeah, I forgot about the Webster dude. I think he done passed away. That's they used to put black people on TV. Yeah, that was crazy. That dude shouldn't even been on. Man, they shouldn't have put that dude on TV, man. Some of that stuff was borderline exploitation, man. They put this kid. I don't know what was going on with the Webster guy. They put this child on TV, and yeah, yeah. I I seen the thing in syndication. I'm not familiar with it. They put this child on TV. His name was Webster. It was, in my opinion, it was exploitation. In my opinion, as far as the actual program, I never watched it. I seen it in syndication. Man, it's a dog eat dog world, though, man. When you look at Todd Bridges, every man in his right mind, you're gonna think twice, man. You're gonna make better decisions with these women, man. You just can't be. You don't want to spend a year of your life in your late 50s only to get dumped and get right back on the market. Remember, you got married. This wasn't no live-in relationship. This was a marriage, and now you finna get divorced. There are people in the chat say, "Why?" Yeah, you do have to wonder why are they getting a divorce. I mean, like, are they anybody's first choice? I mean, you would think like don't you think you would think that would matter, right? Oh, I want my happiness. You serious? At this age, at this age, you worried about being happy? That's that happened in your 30s. You ain't in your 30s no more. We're not in Kansas anymore. You up here talking about being happy. Look, we're not in Kansas anymore. I am what I am. You are what you are. And we're married. Let's make it work. Now, that would apply to him. This guy right here, he's not no ladies man or no stuff like that. He does need to find him one and hang on to it. But he don't know how to pick him up. Well, he what's that guy? What's that rapper? It's another rapper. He's got like a masculine female. He got a divorce. What is his name? It's a rapper out there. He married a woman that he married a woman who was anyhow, he divorced. Despite all of that with money, fans, he's divorced. He said papoose. Pap. No, what is that? It's like it's one of these new rappers. Like you say, T.I., come up, go ahead, 20 years from T.I., the ones in that group. Not back when T.I. was rapping, but go up. That's like within 10 years of King age. What is that guy's name? Man, I don't know his name, man. I don't know his name. It was his old lady looked like a guy. He's right up there with the Verts, the Uzi Verts. Oh, ASAP. He's right up there with ASAP. Matter of fact, him and ASAP got songs together. But I don't know his name. He's one of those uh he's one of those rappers that Yeah, I don't, man. I gotta look him up. Hold up. No, I couldn't find him. I don't know his music. I just seen him and his woman, and there was nothing to say, man. But we care. We care a lot. And a lot of guys think that, if they compromise, they won't get a divorce. How could she leave me? How could she leave me? And I get that, but that ain't 100%. That ain't 100%. That's not 100%. Just because you marry someone who other people think is unattractive, who other people think, criticize the fact they had 4 kids from a previous marriage. There's a 14, 16-year age gap. Just because all of that stuff exists and you compromise, that don't mean that marriage is gonna work. And I think that's the thing. People got to realize, get all of that don't even matter. You could be running behind the pretty girl. You could be running behind the Insta thought. You could be running behind those, and that might not work. But guess what? Some of those actually work. It ain't 100%. And in the end, you wind up, you look around and said you compromised, and you still got divorce papers shoved in your mouth. A different world, man. It's a different world now. I wish those guys um I wish they'd made different decisions, man, both Gary and him. It's sad to see it's sad to see this happening. Somebody said a black woman. Well, you got to talk to him about that. That's why I said somebody need to reach out to him. Somebody could say, why don't you try a black woman? He done tried 2 white women. Why don't you try a black woman? Do you think he's got play with black women? You think Todd Bridges got play with black women? I don't know. I think he got a little bit, not a lot. It's black women out there feeling him a little bit. He says it's possible that he doesn't. Some dudes date out because they have to. If you're somebody out there, man, and you think he got a little bit, not a lot, not a lot, a little bit of play with black women, put a one in the chat. And you know what? We got one that I know he got played with right here. You date him. Bird, you date him. You on here just talking. You date him. You pick him up. You be on the internet just like what Clarissa Shields is with Papoose. You be his Clarissa Shields. You date him if he would have you, but you date him. It's rare right here, man. Y'all don't think that he got no play with the sisters? I think he do. I think he does. Don't listen to these sisters, man. They date him. They date him. And some people think it's a mistake, man. So yeah. Now, in my opinion, I think it's a mistake. I mean, I don't know if he can salvage it. But yeah, I'd say, hey, man, you almost 60 years old, man. Have you been in the dating market lately? It ain't a whole lot, ain't a whole lot there. It ain't a whole lot there. So you're getting a divorce to do what? Go and find the same thing? It's got to be the first time. Don't nobody think he got play with sisters? I think. Well, see, I think he's not with a sister because of him. I think sisters want to fuck with him. I think black women want to date him. He's not off the table. He got a little criminal history, a little bit. He's single man. He's 60. He needs to go to the black clubs. He needs to go to the. He needs to look. That might be the solution. He needs to date black women. What's up with you do business?
What's good with you, Plat?
What's up?
Man, just chilling one day. But no, I just wanted to chime in right quick. I don't even know who this dude is. He looks familiar, but I don't know who he is. I think I seen him one time on TV. That's the thing. Ain't that's the guy that said he went through some kind of tragic.
Huh? Do business. When all is said and done, brother, he's single and he's 60s, and he's 60 and he's single. There we go. There go a player up here. What's up with you do business?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, my bad, man. As soon as I
no,
got on, somebody want to call me. That's crazy.
yeah. Wait, well, nothing. Go ahead, do business, because I know how these niggas are. These bitch niggas. Because I got in on a little hero, and I'm gonna get back in. I'm not done. I'm not done.
What you mean?
No, no, they know who they're listening. They know I'm not done. I'm not
Oh,
done.
okay.
I'm gonna get right back in on him. I'm gonna make some more money off of him. No, they try to call niggas when they come on this. Like I don't know that. Keep talking. I know about you niggas, bro. You niggas is clowns. Go ahead,
Yeah,
do business.
yeah, yeah. I know conversations get heated sometimes. Yeah, don't. That's just social media, man. It's a part
Yeah,
of
that's
it.
the thank you, William. William, Chance the Rapper. Thank you, sir. Yeah, Chance the Rapper, man. That his girl or whatever. That's wild. Have you seen Chance the Rapper's? I think she's his ex-wife. Now, have you seen her?
Nah, I know who he is though.
Wow. 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 Woo.
Yeah, light skinned brother. Yeah, I know who that is. I ain't been hearing nothing about him either. But nah, like I said, this dude right here ain't this the dude that went through some type of situation when he was growing up? He was kind of public about that. I think this is the guy. Um, but like I said, really don't know much about this dude. I think I seen him before.
He was on a sitcom in the 70s called Different Strokes.
Yeah, I said I don't
Yeah,
even know nothing about it.
I got you. He was a child actor, and over time, at the time, we're talking about the 70s, the early 70s. He was one of the few black people. Him and his brother were one of the few. Yeah, you could count them on one hand. You talking about that Jefferson's type, that whole what's that Nick? What's his name? Norman Lear. We're talking about that whole little group of Norman Lear uh, sitcoms,
Yeah,
and he was popular before them. I think right around that time. This is Good Time. He was popular around Good Times.
yeah. I mean, okay. Well, I mean, to add to the topic, say he's in his 60s and he's decided to get a divorce from his wife. How long were they together?
Um, he okay. She was putting up a dating. Well, a friend of hers was putting up a dating profile for her. Todd was there, so the friend leaned over and said, "Take a look at this dating profile and tell me as a man what you think about it. Does she need to change her hair? Look at the write up, what you think about the write up." And he saw it and he said, "Wait a minute, who is this person?" And the friend told him who she was, and he says, "You got her number?" And he said, a friend said, "Of course." So he said, "Let me text her." So he texted her, and they started going out on a date. And 3 months later, they were married. Now, 3 years later, Todd's got divorce papers shoved in his mouth, and he's 60 years old. And I think that's unfair that a brother's got to go out here, uh, you know, and he compromised. He did a lot of compromises. He made a lot of sacrifices. I think this is so unfair for this brother. He said it was the mid '80s. Oh, what Different Strokes was on in the '80s? You sure? Nah, that's the '70s, there, bro. Different Strokes was on in the eight. I don't know about it. That's weird to me. That is super weird to me. That's super weird, man. I can go look it up. I didn't know. I never. Different Strokes was on in the '80s.
Yeah, can you
Yeah,
hear me now, play?
yeah. Go ahead, do
Oh,
this.
okay. Yeah, man. It's crazy, bro. But nah. To add to the topic though, like I said, I don't know how long they've been together, but you said that his wife, somebody set up a dating profile for her, and he found out about it and wanted a divorce.
No, no, no. Somebody. She was putting up a dating profile.
Oh,
Before
okay.
she put it up, the person asked him to take a look at it to make sure. What do you think of it? And he saw her,
Hmm.
and he said, "Give me her number." The person gave her his number, and he started texting her, and then they went out and they dated for about 3 months, and then on the beach, he jumped on the ground and he proposed, and she accepted. And they were together for 3 years, and now they're getting a divorce. Now publicly they're saying it's mutual, but I don't think so. He's 60, she's 40, 44. That don't sound very mutual to me. I mean, like, what does he get out of divorcing her? And
Okay.
she gets her freedom. And I think that's Western women. And I'm saying, look at this man. She ate up 3 years of his life in his later years. And now this man is out here 60 and single. And guess what? He did everything he was supposed to do. He wasn't running around here talking about she got to be this pretty, she got to be a beauty queen, she got to be this fine. He didn't do none of that.
I got
I'll
you.
take you as you are. What all the ladies be talking about, just take me at flaws and all and all. He did that. And he still got dumped.
Yeah, he probably can just find someone else. I mean, she definitely don't look 44. That's crazy.
How old does
That's
she look?
she looked around about 60, if you ask me, from the face, well, I mean, I guess she's about what 47 now because she was 44 when he met her, or is she 44 now?
No, somebody in the chat said she was 46.
Yeah, yeah, she probably okay. Yeah, I mean that's not bad. That's actually that's pretty good, for a guy his age, to get somebody a little younger. I mean, that's not too young, but um, yeah, I mean, I don't really see anything wrong with it. If he was with her for 3 years and decided to call it quits, hey, if it's over, it's over, man. You know.
No, do business though, bro. Do business. A man going into his 60s is not looking to be divorced.
Right, 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 right.
It's unfair to this brother. She misled this brother.
Yeah, I mean that comes with the territory, man. It doesn't matter if she's white, black, Indian, whatever, man. It's just a lot of people just don't appreciate the marriage thing. So you got to be careful, man. That's any
Yeah,
one
but
of
do
us, man.
business. Do business. Why would she want to leave him? Look, I mean, like what? Neither. Okay, look, both of them. What do they gain by divorcing each other?
I get your point. I get it, but at the end of the day, man, like when a man is tired, the man is tired. It's time. I got to leave you alone. You know what I'm saying? I guess they say most of the time women ask for divorce, but if he was the one that presented the option to her or whatever, like she had to do something. You know what I'm saying? Because most men really don't want to leave their wives like that. But yeah, when a man is tired, he's tired, man. Like, you know what, you got to go. So I don't care who you are. When it's over, it's over. It's a wrap.
Yeah, but I disagree. Do business. What about black women? Now he's been married to two white women. Perhaps he should give black women another bite at the apple, right?
Listen, just because a man is black don't mean he have to date black women. Platinum.
No, no. Well, he's been unsuccessful with two white women. Maybe he should, he's been compromised. And he's already compromising on. We see right now he's willing to settle. Why doesn't he give black women a bite at the apple?
I mean, he'll probably get divorced in 6 months if you do that. I mean, I'm just keeping it 100, man. I mean, it don't really matter. Some brothers,
How do you
get
know
a.
a black woman? How you know a black woman can't come in and spend his remaining years with him, loving him, feeling him, being what he's been looking for? How do you know he can't find that?
I don't
And
know
I'm
that.
saying perhaps that's his problem. Perhaps his struggle is he marries white women and he hasn't been able to find his soulmate. Perhaps he should take a look at the black community and just for a moment look around and find his woman there.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. The race thing doesn't matter. It really doesn't, man. I mean, like I said, some brothers get along better, with white women or non-black women. So it really doesn't even matter when it comes to that. I got you though. I mean, yeah, it couldn't hurt to give a black woman a chance.
Okay.
It
Thank
couldn't
you.
hurt.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, who you think would have the attitude, him or the black women? Because black women, the man's, we're going to say he's worth a half a mil. He's 60. He's in shape. He's older. He's wiser. He's better. Would you think they're going to give him an opportunity to get to know them?
Well, if he's the kind of guy that likes white women, he probably acts a certain way. So I mean, you just got to find a black woman that's willing to accept you how you come. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of black women don't do that. You know, they like their man to be a certain way. So it just depends on how he is as a person. But
Let me ask
I
you this
mean,
then. Do you think black women are fair? And okay, let me tell you what I mean. We got black men who have to date white women because black women won't give them the time of day. Do you think that's fair?
nah, it's not fair. Of course not. But like I said, we're black, so we know how black women are. A lot of black women don't. I've even dealt with it in my personal life. Like sometimes when you don't act like a what they call a pookie in a sense of you come across
Well,
like
he
a
is a well, he is that. So he is
he's
a
a
pookie.
pookie. This
Oh,
dude,
yeah, he is a pookie. Yeah,
I
he
don't
is.
think so, Platinum. Not if he dating white women.
Oh, he is a pookie. Todd Bridges is a pookie, man.
Come on, man. He don't even look. He don't even dress
Man,
like the
that man
stop.
been locked up so many.
But that don't make him a pookie though, Platinum. Nah, I could
I
just look at
don't
his
know,
demeanor.
man. I don't. You would think he wouldn't be, but it seemed like that's the direction he decided to go. I don't know why.
Nah, man, he ain't got no edge to him, man. So a lot of black women ain't gonna give him a chance, and if they do, they just gonna get him for his paper. So
It's
nah,
so sad, man. I'm talking to my people, man, to my black women out there. It's so sad that you're so unfair. So unfair. You're missing a guy, young man. He's been dating white women now. He's back on the market. He's 60. Get this man a chance, man. Talk to this man. This is a healthy, grown man trying to find love. Black women, they don't want him though. They don't like his lips. His lips look like he smoked weed. They don't like that. They don't like his teeth. They don't like the brother. And that's a small thing. What about the compromise you're going to make? He's compromising. Why don't you compromise something? Sometimes, man, I just don't know, man. I am so confused by this. And we had a couple of sisters. Let me drop this link. If you're a black woman, we love to hear your thoughts. Why wouldn't you date a Todd Bridges? Why not? He's on the market. He's looking for love. He hasn't been with a black woman. He's been married to two white women. And we were talking about this woman. They're sitting up here, do business.
hmm
They're talking about this woman's appearance, right?
right.
Yet this woman's been married twice.
Look at that. Ain't that something? Talking about the
Uh
woman
huh.
that he's a divorcing. She been married, man.
And they cute ass is single. I see you on these panels. All you cute, but you single.
Yeah, it be bad. Some of them be baddies too. Yeah,
Yeah, you cute, but you a side piece. This woman right here been married twice. This woman's been spoken for. Y'all talking about she don't look good. She looks good enough, and she must look better because she's been married twice. You single.
yeah, yeah. I seen some Arab chick on the panel. She was talking all that marriage stuff, and then find out she got a divorce. So, like I said, man, you can't really get inside someone else's head all the time. You can try to do that and break them down, mentally, but you can't trust anyone, man. So I guess you just got to take a chance, I guess. But that's crazy in itself. But that this marriage and relationship stuff is really irritating for some guys. So honestly, if he's 60, man, he might as well just say forget it, man. You know, just smash these chicks and keep it moving. Because obviously they don't value marriage, the same way some guys do. So you're really wasting your time, man, with all that paperwork and the planning and the wedding, all this stuff, man, and then it ends up in divorce in three
Mm.
years. Like, yeah, you're
As you
wasting your
turn
time, man.
60, your old lady shoves divorce papers in your face.
Yeah, I mean, like, what was the sense of you getting married if you ain't, man?
Hmm. After you said, "Hey, you ain't even my type," like I'm trying to look at things in a different way. I'm trying to find love, but to be honest, I like pretty bitches.
Yeah,
And you do all of that, and that person still divorce you and leave you hanging like that. And I'm saying, hold up. They said I didn't say he only had to pick black women. I'm saying why don't he take a shot? Why don't he give black women a bite at the apple? Because he's giving it to white women and it's not working out. Why not give it to black women? Maybe he would still be married. But the thing about compromising, are the black women going to compromise? I don't think they will. They're going to stay single. And then they're going to sit in the cut and make fun of this man's ex wife. But guess what? She's on her second marriage. Why you just a nigga's plaything?
yeah, man. Ain't nothing really special about white women. I mean, the attraction is always going to be there, whether she's white or Asian or whatever. But man, I'm telling you, these women, some of these women will stress you out, man. You doing all of this stuff to be with them, and it ends like that. So in 3 years, that ain't even long. So that's crazy, man.
And
But
I
that's the
feel
that's the
sorry for,
game, man. Yeah,
but I feel sorry for my brother because I hope he doesn't hurt himself. It's hard out here, man. The dating game, you go out here, you love hard, you
yeah.
love long, and then you still get dumped and
Hmm.
abandoned.
Right. I'm trying to the way you said it, but yeah, man, that's right.
That's not right,
Abandonment.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah. He don't
that's
deserve that, man. That man warmed the hearts of millions and millions of kids with that different strokes, the character he played. He was he set the stage for the Cosby show. And unfortunately, Hollywood, he got drug into the dope game and he made a lot of bad decisions. He deserves to be happy, man. That's what I don't understand the black community. Why don't I? My brother got to go and date white women because the black women don't like him. They talking about his lips. Look like he smoke a lot of weed.
yeah.
They talking about he
As
look.
if they don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
act like
he
they don't
talking
do it.
about. Yep. As if they don't. You're right. He talking about he looks short bus.
Right.
See, and that's why you see the. That's why you see the black man with a white woman because see the unfair criticism. It's
Hmm.
unfair.
Yeah, yeah. It definitely is. But that's why you can't really take it too serious with these chicks, man. Just because I'm telling you, I mean, from personal experience, even now, it's like, man, it's so many chicks that just think they all of that, and they are some of them, but you still for the streets. You ain't got no one. You deserve. They throw these numbers out here and say they deserve this. Man, that makes this amount of all this stuff they be talking about, and most of us, man, we don't even care about none of that. If you like the woman, you like her, but
Mm-hmm.
man,
Mm-hmm.
they gonna keep getting pumped and dumped, and that's just the game, dog.
Do business. You hit the nail on the head, bro. You hit the nail on the head with that, bro. I had to totally sleep. I didn't even get that, man. Wow. Right here, Todd Bridges. You see this? You can't call black men superficial no more. You can't say black men are obsessed with a woman's looks.
Right.
We looking at a brother who's showing you that ain't true. He's showing you that he learns from his mistakes. He's saying, "Hey, I'm gonna marry this woman. She about to get on a date nap. You know what? Date me." and I'm there by your side. And let's live together. Let's love together. And he got smacked upside the head with some divorce papers.
Yeah,
How can you say that's fair?
got to go talk to some judge and all this kind of stuff. Yeah,
Uh huh.
man.
Let's live together. Let's love together. And he can honestly say, hey, black women, I love them, but they don't like me. So I date white women. And
Yeah,
he picks a woman and he's not superficial. He's ready to learn, ready to teach, ready to learn, ready to teach. And 3 years into a relationship, as the man gets into his 60s, and certainly at the 60 level, it's going to be harder to date. But he secured that because he got him a woman. He got him a white woman. She's younger than him. He still gets divorce papers served to him, put him back on the market.
yeah. Cause I mean, the same thing happened to me. I mean, I made a decision to have a kid with a black woman, but I was dating this white chick back then. That was before I had. Well, around the same time, I was kicking it with my baby mama. So it was like I had to make a choice. And the only reason I got with my baby mama because she was black. But the white chick, she was alright though. You know, so she was blonde hair and all that. When I think back on it, she was nice. We probably would have got married and all that and did the family thing. So uh, it's nothing wrong with white women or whatever Spanish women you like. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's what you like, go after that. But yeah, if you're a black man and you're dealing with black women, at least one of them gonna take you through some crap, or 10 of them, or 20 of them. So you might well just get used to that. And they're gonna take you through it.
And just for the chat, it says baseless gender identity rumors target at Bettijo. She's not. It says she has 4 kids. Yeah, and niggas is wrong, man. Yeah, and it's mostly sisters that's doing that. It's
Oh, that's
mostly
who that's who that
sisters.
is. The white woman.
Mostly sisters in the chat box calling this woman trans. This woman ain't trans. They won't date Todd, but they'll talk about the woman can you win, do business dealing with the sister? Can you even win? The game is so unfair. No matter what you say, they're not gonna be fair. So you won't date me. I date a white woman. Oh, she
Still got a
trans.
problem. Yeah, they just, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. They gonna get on your nerves, man, with them attitudes in public, man. I mean, yeah, man. We black, you know what I'm saying. Dealing with black women is a headache, man.
We
They're
got it.
going to get on your nerves, dog. Like, yeah, what is?
What's up, Plat? What's up, D Biz?
Yo, what's up, K Rax? What's good with you, man?
What's good? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. We gotta do better as a people, bro. We gotta do better as a community. We got to. We have to.
Yeah, look,
Yeah,
K
yeah.
Rex, K Rex, black women won't date you. They say they don't like you, right? You start dating another woman, they start calling the woman you dating trans. How is that fair?
I mean, to me, it don't matter what they say. If I know she not, then she not. Simple as that. I mean, what they say really is irrelevant. To be real, like that's just
They
I.
just
Oh, go ahead.
no, they're just so unfair, man. Just no, it bothers me. They're just so unfair. They say they don't like. We got people in the chat saying they don't like Todd Bridges, yet they talking about his wife. They talking about his woman. Like, if you don't like him, why you care? Why you give a, anything about his wife? They are
That,
so unfair.
that's just like when I was telling y'all. I guess that was it had to be last year, not too long ago. But yeah, I was telling y'all when I took the white chick out on a date or whatever, and how you get treated by black people. It's like even still to this day, man, they look at you like something wrong with you. And she don't even have to be white. She could be anything non-black or considered non-black because the race crap that people then created. But That's just the way it is, man.
Let me ask you the business real talk, seriously, because you're a single man, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Would you take Betty Joe on a date?
Nah, I'm not attracted to her, but I wouldn't even. Come on, man. I wasn't trying to, I ain't trying to
Yeah, I
diss the
don't get
woman
it. I'm confused. What's the laughing?
Nothing,
because
nothing, Plat.
K Rex had made me do that. But nah, I'm not attracted to her. But if I was attracted to her, absolutely I would take her on a date, and wouldn't care what no one had to say. I don't care what people have to say. I don't. But you're gonna get the looks, and you're gonna get the mistreatment. So it really don't even matter what she look like, Platinum. If she is a non-black woman, I don't care where you live at. Your people gonna look at you crazy like something wrong with you. I'm trying to tell you, when you experience it, it's like I looked at this dude and he was with his woman and they looking at me cry. I looked at them. I just stay. I look. You know how you give people that stare like, what's your problem, man? But it's something you got to deal with, man.
I don't know, man. What about you, K Rex? Young lady right here, she's single
You
now, Betty Joe. She may be a little bit taller than you, but would you take her out for an evening of
I'm,
fun and drinks?
nah, nah, I'm good on that, Plat. But I mean, as
Y'all
far
sound
as
like some black. Are you a black woman, K Rex? You
what the
tripping,
hell,
bro.
what the hell, what you mean by
You
black?
come up here tripping.
What you, what the hell you talking about, Plat?
Why wouldn't you take this young lady out?
So you saying you would? You would take me
No, I
out?
said why wouldn't you take her out?
I just wouldn't. I'm not. It's just
Are you fair?
yeah, fair,
Yeah, you
but
don't
I
sound
don't
very
gotta
fair.
give
You know what? This is
everything a
what I'm talking about, man.
man.
This is why we're where we're at. You see that? People just not fair, man.
Bro, play. Come on, play. Work with me, play. Come on.
Okay, I'm listening.
So you all right, Plat, right now. You see that
It,
out
it,
you see that out
it,
in the public eye. You going after that, Plat? You on that?
She's too tall for me.
Exactly. Too
No,
tall for me.
I've said that before her. I don't like the Angel Reese and stuff. That's just too. That's just like Angel Reese, like 6'7" in heels. Who's going to date a woman that big?
Exactly. Height. You don't want a woman to be looking down on you. Like,
I
no.
mean, it just depends on what she look like. I mean, it does matter, but I mean, it depends on the body and everything, the face. So I mean, it depends on you. Yeah, you would want a woman that's shorter than you, but
Plat. Niggas said is niggas in the chat said is raising suspicion, Plat.
Mhm. That a woman who has 4 kids, and I just went on Google. It says those are rumors. That woman is a heterosexual woman with 4 children. So if I was curious about transsexuals, I wouldn't be curious about a woman who has 4 kids.
yeah, I
You're
mean,
big up, man. Y'all got to wake
some
up
women,
off.
some women look more like their
Some
father.
women
Yeah,
have their dad's face.
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
What's the chick? The chick, what's the older chick? The older sister, the Diana Ross's daughter, Diana Ross, Tracy Ellis Ross. Have you seen her father?
Yeah.
She looked just like
Yeah.
the white dude.
Nah, for real. You not lying. You not lying, Plat.
Yeah,
Not
Yeah,
lying.
yeah,
yeah.
that's facts.
Sometimes they look like the dad.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, it's a MMA fighter. I mean, he was in wrestling too, but he an MMA fighter. His name Brock Lesnar. He got a daughter that looked just like that nigga. Like,
oh that nigga, that was
man,
man.
he got
Uh,
a daughter that the daughter looked just like that nigga, bro.
Yeah,
Like
he was a beast too.
for
That
real.
motherfucker, that was crazy.
Like his daughter probably just as strong as him for real. Like she
mhm.
got the muscle tone,
You, you,
her facial like structures like him. It's that shit. So yeah, you right, Plat.
yeah. Hold up. You know somebody else who was on TV who was like that?
Cool.
Run's house. All Run's daughters
Uh
look
huh.
like him.
I
All
gotta
Run's
see them.
All Ron's sons look like the mom. Go and look at it.
You're talking about
They
Vanessa
favor the mom.
Simmons and all
The,
them.
the boys favor the mother. The daughters favor Ron. Go and look.
Vanessa Simmons fine as hell. That's a bad one right there.
Oh well, she yeah, okay, she fine. But that's the older one, right?
Man, yeah, she nice. That's a nice one right there.
Yeah, let me block this gay nigga. You niggas is gay, bro. Let me get this gay nigga out of my chat. You niggas is weird, bro.
Well, what
It,
happened?
no, don't worry about it. 60 and single. Are you 57 K Rex?
Nah, I ain't that old.
Okay, yeah. Once you hit 57, if you single, are you gonna be dating to just smash, or you gonna be dating to marry because you getting older?
Nah. If I'm 50, once I hit my 50s, that's more. I'm looking for more of a companion. If I'm gonna be out there, like, or if I'm gonna be that, yeah, that's more companionship. Like, cause that's you not really going around necessarily dating. I mean, some people. I
Mm.
ain't saying people don't do that, but it like in my personal life, I don't picture that for myself.
Yeah, I mean, as you get older, around that age, yeah, man. I mean, of course, a man should be looking for something a little bit more solid, but sometimes it's just not the case, Platinum. It's really not.
That's true. That's
It's
that's also
just
true.
when a woman wants to leave you, she gonna leave you, and when the man want to leave, he gonna do the same. So, I mean, that's just I don't think people take the marriage thing serious anymore, Platinum. Some people do.
They definitely
But
don't like, especially if you talking about under 30. Nah, that all that is kind of dying down. Like, cause we don't have them traditional, like families are breaking down. Like you don't really have those. You don't have as many traditional mothers and fathers like that no more. So,
And K Rice, let me say this to you and Platinum. Like, it's this chick that I conversate with sometimes, right?
uh-huh.
She from California, but she live in Atlanta. And sometimes she do the weirdest thing. She'll call me on Instagram. I'll be like, unexpectedly, if we chopping it up with each other, she'll just hit me up on the. I'll be like, man, why did you do that? But
Wait. Does she have your actual number?
nah, nah, that's
Oh,
so.
oh,
But when you chopping it up with people on the gram, you don't expect them to video call you. But I mean, it's
hell
cool.
no.
You just don't expect it. But she 40 something, 41 with a 2-year old daughter, 2 or 3 year old daughter,
Damn.
and she's single, and she got two more other kids as well. Then I heard her say she want to have more kids. I'm like, this off the chain. Like you already got a 2 to 3 year old daughter right now. What happened
mm,
with the last dude that you was with? So it's like, man, and she bad too. She bad. I'm talking about she's a nice looking woman, but
yeah, yeah,
she just off the chain, man.
sticky.
Man, that thing. I'm kind of scared of the chick. You know what I'm saying? Because man,
You said you're
Yeah,
scared of her to do business.
but
yeah. Because if I get with her, she gonna get pregnant too. So
it, but
I'm
but you
good, man.
but look, both of you guys, listen. You say, hey man, I'm not gonna be immature. I'm not gonna judge a woman on, she got a nice ass, she pretty. I'm gonna say, hey, I want to deal with her character. You meet someone who may not necessarily have certain things, but they have other things. You believe they have other things. You say, hey, I'm gonna spend some time. You say, hey, this is the one for me, and you get married to her. And you
Mhm.
say, well, I have dated prettier women. I have dated shorter women. This one, she's taller than me. She may not be as pretty as other people think. And you compromise. And she
Mhm.
got kids and you compromise. And then 3 years, she shoves divorce papers in your face.
That's what I'm saying, man. Dog. Not at my age now. I'm 42. I mean, yeah, I'm 42, and I can't do that, man. If I get with a chick and let's just say we decide to have a kid, and then, like you said, 3 or 4 years from now we breaking. Now I got another baby mama. Like, man, I may have a heart attack, platinum. They could be in the hospital somewhere talking to you.
Yeah, you can't. I ain't gonna lie. The older you get, you do have to really evaluate that whole marriage. Like you have to put that set in stone. Like it's either I'm gonna get married, and but even then, and that's why it's lower and low. People are not trying to get married now because it's too much of a risk factor. It's way too much of a risk factor. You could lose it all just like that. We didn't seen it. We didn't seen this too many times. Plat, how many streams have we done? How many streams have you done on niggas and they wives? It's been
I don't know
countless
that.
Man,
streams,
You're countless. How about that? You're countless.
telling you, dog.
bro. Time after time after time, and it's like, damn, bro.
Help me. You guys help me out then. Help me out. What should a man do if you lower your standards, you still get divorced. You chase the pretty girl, you get divorced or you get used. How
Hmm.
can a man win?
Just date. That's it. Just date because no attachment is good. I mean, like I said, you got all these panels with guys talking this relationship stuff, and even some of them don't want to do it. So
Exactly.
don't listen to nobody online. Listen to you. You know, the online thing is just a way for us to conversate about whatever the topic is. But just date, man. That's what I do. I just date, have a good time, and I don't really care if I get the box or not because I ain't really tripping on that. I got plenty of women to call for that if I just want just that. But dating women,
Mhm.
just date them and just don't take it too serious because they just may show you a reason not to
What
marry them. You be
what
like,
about as you
nah.
get older though, do business? What about I think that what Todd Bridges did was very responsible. I think he sacrificed, he compromised. I think that he came to her and he was with open arms. Now, I
Yeah.
think you can criticize how quick he did it because you can question if that was what was his intention. I mean, like you drop into the knee in 90 days and maybe she doesn't know you or maybe she's not fully comfortable. Uh I can see that. But
But just think about that though. Not to cut you off, you and K Rax, but 90 it really don't even matter. That's long enough. 90 days, that's 3 months, right? 30 days
yeah,
in a month.
yeah.
Whether it's 3 to 6 months or nine
That's
months.
long enough to marry someone?
It depends on how you feel about her as a man. Yeah, that's long enough. Absolutely. You letting the woman know your intentions. I'm serious about you. I'm down with you. Let's just go ahead and make it happen. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. So a lot of men are very direct with their decisions, but then
Yeah,
like the woman, she can switch up on you. So you say you want a man and all this yada 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 stuff, you be running off at the mouth. Then when you find one, you still mess it up. So it's like, what else you expect the man to do?
Mhm.
I mean, God, I mean, it's
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Yeah, and that's the aggravation and frustration of men in relationships, and this Todd Bridges thing is giving us such an opportunity, lessons learned to show you that, and all of this nonsense about black men and they are superficial and they don't care about they only care about what a woman looks like and all that. Look at this. We see a situation right in front of us where a man clearly says, "No, I'm going to suspend that. I'm going to suspend that." And he still got divorced. And I said, take another bite at the apple, go for black women. But everybody in the chat box says black women don't like, they're not going to be fair with the brother. What's up, Mello?
Hey, happy holiday.
Yeah, what's up?
I was just texting brother K. Happy holiday. Platinum, I came to support the channel with my personality. Um, I
I
don't
don't, what,
really have an opinion other than what
Mello. What do you think about Todd Bridges? You know,
I,
he did everything he was supposed to, Mello, and he still got a divorce shoved up under his nose.
Yeah, that's a slippery slope. Maybe they got on each other's nerves and they, you know. So she filed, right? He didn't file. She filed.
He made this statement to People magazine about it was mutual. I disagree.
Well,
It
there
was
you
her.
go.
You know what, Mella? You know what, Mella? She was unfair to him. And Mella, let me tell you something. All this talk about a black man and someone to be with and stuff, we're looking at one. We're looking at a black man that wanted to love, wanted to learn, and he got divorce papers shoved up under his nose at 60.
It's
That's
not.
fair?
It's not
That
fair
okay. All right, now we
because
talk.
the vows are till death do you part. So what's happening with that? Till death do you part. If you're not going to take that seriously, don't take that leap. But a lot of people do. A lot of people get divorced.
Not as in sick in their 60s?
If you're not going to take the vow seriously, don't get married. That's a serious vow before
And that would apply to
God and everybody.
and that would apply to both, right?
Both.
Okay. Well, I don't think Willis wanted to get Todd. I don't think Todd wanted to get a divorce. I think she did. She's somebody says she's in her 40s. Um, he's in his 60s. Who has the better now? He is a man, so obviously he can't continue. But who has the better, like being single, who has the better chance of going forward?
Yeah, there's
She
no bound. Yeah, you know, there's no such thing as being happy after you got divorced. You just trying to pick up the pieces.
hmm
There's no such thing as being happy after you get divorced. Trust me. My first marriage damn near destroyed me, and I was fortunate enough to be picked up by my husband, and it has its ups and downs, but I take vows very seriously. Um, and fortunately, he does as well. Just because I think that's why he's not going to divorce me, and I think that's why I'm not going to divorce him. Because this is both of our second marriage, and you know, if we can't get along, then we're going to be separated. When we can get along, we're going to be together. It goes back and forth. But to be honest with you, we're family and we love one another. It's just that you have to give you don't want anybody to stress you out, right? And and we respect one another enough to identify when we're too stressed out to be fair to one another, right?
Mhm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And
Okay, I
and
got a my bad,
okay,
Mella. I got
yeah,
a question.
that's all I'm saying. I don't think it's a black thing, a white thing. I think it's a marital vow thing. And, you know, they could
she's
have got
wrong.
separated.
Mela, she's wrong. She's a Western woman. This is his second white woman. He got a divorce from the first one. Now he got a divorce from this one.
People
Obviously,
have their option, Platinum.
obviously, black women are not necessarily on his table. But if he gave black women an opportunity to have a bite at the apple, would they take it? And you really have to wonder about it because they've been saying things about his lips are dark. They don't like him. He looks short bus. And I wonder what do and this woman that you guys have been so highly critical of, not you, but others in the chat, this is her second marriage. So
Okay.
all of these cutie, I'm a cutie pie, you so cute, insta thoughts and all of that, all these women, this is her second marriage. You haven't been married. You hating.
The women in the chat are
Nah,
hating.
it's in other places. I was looking at Twitter. They was
They
all
talking
in the
about his lips and stuff.
They were all in the comment section going in on him, going in on her.
Women have been with uglier guys, okay? So
Mm.
I think they just wanted to be mean spirited. They have no they
Well, I got to put a question to you because I put a question to the guys. Mella, you hear me, man, young lady?
yes.
Would you date Todd Bridges if Todd Bridges was appropriate, respectful, and asked you out? It's just a date. Would you go on a date with Todd Bridges?
As a single woman and he's
Yes,
60, what
yes.
age am I in this scenario?
Whatever age you are, you don't have to tell us whatever age you are right now.
No,
Wow.
not at my age, no. Younger,
Wow.
younger, yes.
Wow.
At my age, no.
Wow. No, no,
I,
no. The men won't. The men up here, none of them will date the woman Todd chose. And the woman up here, she won't date Todd. Wow. I'm done, man. This whole dating thing is over, man. It's over. It's
yeah,
finished.
I have to be convinced that a man his age is not going to take a woman my age seriously. He wants a younger woman. That's without that, no friction, no
How?
doubt.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, a man his age
Mella,
doesn't want a woman my age. Are you crazy?
I don't know how old you are, Mella.
Well, I'm
You
gonna go for a veteran. Figure it out. He doesn't want a woman my age.
Oh, okay. You
I
wouldn't
asked.
date him
That's why
anyhow.
I
So
asked you specifically.
you wouldn't. You said you wouldn't date him, so y'all wouldn't date. It's funny to me. I don't see nothing wrong with neither one of these people. I see two good people. Unfortunately, they didn't come together. I see nothing wrong with both of these people. I see good people. Yet none of the men will date the woman that he chose, and none of the woman up here won't date the man. That tells me it's a lot going on with the black community, Mella. It just, y'all got to give me a moment, man, because I got to get
Yeah,
some Kleenex. Y'all, the
that
shit I be
whole
learning, the shit I be learning up here, this shit is heartbreaking. I got to get some Kleenex.
that whole friends with benefits bullshit that you disguising as dating is something that women refuse to humiliate themselves with, especially at my age. I'm
What's
not.
up, Mella?
I'm not. Hi, darling. I'm not gonna. Oh, is
What's
this?
up, Plat?
Yeah, hold on, let her finish, Aunt. That's Aunt
Yeah.
T. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to say that friends with benefits stuff that you are disguising with the word dating is not.
I don't know what. I
That's
have no idea where that came from. But go ahead.
but that's basically what we're introducing here. We're introducing your assertion that a woman is supposed to make herself available to be friends with benefits with this brother. He doesn't want to date. I'm sorry, he doesn't want to take the older woman seriously. You know, if now he can remarry, but most likely he's going to prefer a younger woman. Period. So why should an older woman put herself through the rigmarole of having, a sex buddy? Why should she put herself through that? That's crazy.
But black women ain't trying to marry Todd Bridges. They ain't trying to get married.
A younger woman would.
Well,
Well, I disagree. He's on his second
An
white
older
woman.
woman would not.
Black women. Look, I get you, Mella, and I understand. I understand this stuff and all of this gender war stuff. But Mella, in his case, it's legitimate. Black women don't fuck with him, and that's driven him off to white women. And I don't care what you say, Mella. Black women, y'all wrong to do that to this brother.
And what you asked me for?
Get a bite at the apple, man.
I
Go
don't
talk to the
care
man.
what you say. Like
I
what?
think I think he just want. Can I say something, Plat?
Hey,
Yeah, go
Auntie.
ahead.
Happy
What's
holiday.
going on? Yeah, happy MLK Day. No, I think he just asked you to hear your opinion, but he's got yours. Now, as far as Willis here, I'm always refer to him as Willis. Um, bro, you got to clue me in on this thumbnail because that ain't no woman next to him.
You mean that's his wife or his ex-wife? You mean
I
we?
don't know what the hell that is. That's not a woman.
It says weed lip Willis.
Somebody made a good point about maybe she has her father's face.
That's not a she at all.
And,
I don't care what anybody
Hey,
says,
when you
bro.
get through, hold on,
Black, we
and when you
finally
get
got
through
somebody
talking,
on
and
here.
when you get through talking, and the woman got 4 kids, and also,
Wait,
and
do she really
if
got
you
kids,
wanted
Black?
to, and if you go to Google, it will tell you that that's a salacious rumor that has no footing. That someone started. They say it's horrific and it's slanderous. And look, that's a woman, and you don't have to think it. You don't have to look at her and think it's that's just you. That's a wife. That ain't just a woman. That's a wife.
All right, all right. I'll go past that to go to what Mela said. Um, I mean, I'm not gonna. All right, so Mela's coming from like a perspective of assumption, which hey, you got a first chance to. I mean, you got one chance to make a first impression. So she assumes that hey, he would want a younger woman. You're like, hey, it's a black woman thing. I think you know what I'm saying. Willis here has the same issue that a lot of child stars had. They never really grew up. They never really grew up. And it's not even just about his lips being dark and then you're having like, you know what I'm saying, just him just being a weirdo. Dude's likely socially awkward. That's why you got to go with them Sasquatch over there. Um, and it still don't work out for him. So I mean, I can understand where Mela's coming from to a degree. Once you turn a certain age, you stop with that whole just dating just to hook up. You know what I'm saying? If you hit a level of maturity, you know what I'm saying? You date with a purpose. You realize that, hey, most of your years are behind you. So you're either going to be in this for the long haul or you're not. Like at some point, you stop dealing with disposable cutlery and you get you some silverware. You know,
Do you
it
think it's
just happens
do,
like that. So
do
that
you
whole
think it's
dating thing, like, yeah, you ain't really trying. A lot of women, especially at age 60, whatever, they ain't trying to do that unless like this is the last one.
do you think he needs to go overseas? Like I'm saying, we know about the passport bro. I don't say be a passport bro, but do you think that Todd he's given 2 white women an opportunity to love him and it didn't work out? Black women don't like him. Do you think Todd should just go overseas and find his life there? You, Auntie.
Um, no, what this dude need to do, I mean, look, I don't know what the hell he need to do, but I mean, I would recommend some solitude, for a dude like that. I would recommend solitude. Stay by yourself um for a little bit and find yourself because for the most part, whether it's all right, an older, mature woman is likely not going to be able to give him what he needs. You know what I'm saying? He likely needs some therapy. You know what I'm saying to heal himself, and a younger woman's just gonna use him. So yeah, you gotta have to find yourself, but stop looking for a relationship, and
You
you know what I'm
damn
saying,
right a
get right
younger
with
woman
yourself
gonna
first.
use him.
I'm just saying, like you're not gonna find it, and that's why your marriages are failing. Um, and like, bro, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I know what it is to do it too young or do it for the wrong reasons or whatever the case may be. Now, once I turn 60, I mean, I already know I ain't got but one more chance to get it right, so I ain't trying to get it wrong. Um, like you only get but so many do overs. So yeah, I would recommend some solitude. Find yourself that's it, or just accept it ain't gonna be no long-term relationships. Just like Mela said, if you're looking for the friends with benefits thing, hey, make sure that who you got is on your program. Don't find a friend with benefits and then try to get married to him because you're gonna get your feelings hurt, you know and
Yeah.
I think Todd represents the struggle that black men in America have to go through. I think that it's unfortunate because even Mela has said she wouldn't date Todd Bridges. I don't see the man's he's a recovering addict, whatever. He's years of sobriety. He certainly had his issues and he's trying to deal with white women and he's failed. And then when you say, "Hey Todd, why not black women?" You got Mela up here. Mela said she wouldn't date him. And then when I look over here at the black men up here, and I said, "What about uh, the woman that he chose?" They say no. So they and it's crazy. And then they criticize these people. They just trying to live their life, man. And also, I agree. That's why I put Y up there. Are you serious? Why get a divorce, man? Like neither one of you really popping out there like that. You sure you want to be single? Y'all found each other, work it out. And but that's our ego get in the way and we can't do it then.
Hey,
Um,
Plat, Plat. You said you was married before, right?
Well, actually it was a no, but no. I
Oh,
was, but no. I was, but I wasn't. How about that? Go ahead.
I get you. I get you. Okay. And Mela, okay, Mela explained her. And you said you was married.
Yeah.
Okay. So me personally, I haven't gotten married yet. So I just have a quick question. So what if what is like the best possible advice you would give to somebody that's not married, that hasn't been through the whole marriage situation yet?
What
I
I
mean,
would,
um,
like,
what I
it's
Nancy,
like,
you want to go
yeah,
first? Platinum.
yeah, go ahead. No, no, you go. You go.
Okay, I appreciate that. I would say that discover the dimensions of compatibility solid before you even consider taking her seriously. Because there's none of the you what you don't want to do is figure it out as you go. Establish for yourself what the dimensions of compatibility that you both have with one another. That way, that solidifies that you're going to get along in circumstances as opposed to circumstances creeping up on you. That would be the foundation. Um, outside of that, um, I don't know what else to do, so I'm gonna pass the mic on to the brothers.
Yeah. Now what I would say is focus on, because this is where I think a lot of people mess up, both men and women. They focus on the other person. You know, they focus on, is this other person right? The things they like about that other person. Now you focus on your role, who you are, what it is you will and what you won't tolerate. You know, what it is that you are willing to do, what you're not willing to do, you know, and understand what your role is, and you'll be able to see whether or not the other person, you know, fits in with that, fits in with that. But I think this is one of the main reasons why a lot of things end in badly, or just end early, because people focus on the other person so much, and then they don't focus on themselves and what it is they can do, and next thing you know, it just be a bunch of finger pointing. Nobody takes accountability. I know, like, a lot of times divorces, irreconcilable differences, or what people put it down as, they really should just put lack of accountability, because nobody wants to take it. That's usually why most of them, fail.
Mm.
And I done been through, what I'm saying, divorces. I done been through counseling, all of that, bro. That's usually what it is. People rather they rather point fingers rather than take accountability.
What I would say to UK Rex is learn from Todd. I know he's 60 or whatever, 57, and you don't desire the woman he chose. I think a young man like you needs to learn that it's not all about how fine she is, how cute she is. It's about, hey, you're trying to find someone that you can grow with and be with. They might be fine, they might be cute, but compromise. And what I'm learning from this thing with Todd is just because you compromise, that don't mean your relationship gonna last. You can go out here, you could date the ugly chick, but that don't mean it's gonna work. It might go the same way.
no, for real, for real. Now,
And hey, if I
I
can add to that real quick, hey, and this is what a lot of these dudes in these spaces ain't gonna tell you, bro. It don't even matter how fine she is, bro. It
it
don't.
don't. I mean, nah, that's
Nah, hey, father time, grandma gravity gonna hit them all, bro. It's gonna
exactly
hit them
what.
all, bro. That does not matter, bro. I know, bro. Trust me. You don't, like, people don't be no. Only a lonely dude can tell you, oh, is she fine? I'll deal with it. But the dudes done been through it where, hey, You can have the finest woman in the damn county, bro. If y'all hate each other, she all of a sudden becomes the ugliest one, bro. Y'all don't know what it is to wake up next to somebody that you can't stand every damn day, and it don't matter what they look like. I'm telling you.
because
So yeah, all that
after
stuff don't matter, bro.
Mela, I mean, my fault, and or everybody on the panel. And we're not talking about this young lady up here who's up here with Todd. We're making a general comment. You can marry that ugly chick, but you got to wake up in the morning like Aunt C. You got to see her without makeup. You got to watch her walk in the bathroom. She ain't got no ass. That stuff over time, it's a death by a thousand cuts because slowly that's going to get to you. That's going to aggravate you, and then all of a sudden you guys are having disagreements.
That's
So
because you're
couple,
superficial, Platinum. You're superficial.
huh?
And let's
Well,
get it all out. You
wait,
are
wait
a
a second though,
superficial
Bella,
man.
Bella. I think hey, he left a lot out. I think he was just paraphrasing. He just saying is death by a thousand cuts. Like those are just a couple of the things. Yeah, you got to see her with makeup, but also she could just have a bad attitude. She might not season that chicken well. She might snore. Like it's so many different things. Like them pet peeves start to add up. Um, especially when the respect goes away. So that's why I even say, look, it's most important to respect yourself first and foremost. Because if you don't respect yourself, it don't matter how in shape you are, how good you look, how much money you make, any of that. She will not respect you, and you will know it.
Okay,
You will
nothing
know
makes
it. You will feel it.
you're right. Nothing makes a person happier than getting what they want. Emphasis on want. But think about what you need.
I have no idea where. Okay,
Yeah.
we all agree with that.
But most people don't know what they need or what the hell they want. That's the thing about it. That's why people get into these things, and they don't last. Like people get into them and then determine, oh well, I don't want this and I don't want that. I mean, I would agree with Mella, you know, um, and really you're supposed to turn your needs into wants. Like yo, I want what I need, and that way you get it all in one. That's why like Platt was saying, hey, you can be with the bro, plenty of dudes turn down the fine chick and they end up with the not so pretty little chunky chick, whatever. Why? Because
Hmm.
she's respectful, bro. She's always smiling. She says just the right thing at the right time. She knows when to not say nothing. You know,
Hmm.
she always make, you know what I'm saying, she makes sure that your lunch is made, you know, like it's sitting there in Tupperware in the refrigerator first thing in the morning, or all you got to do is grab it. Like, you know what I'm saying? She just right there. And this other fine chick, hey, she just want a new bag, bro. That's it. She just want a new purse. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know?
Another per another purse she gonna put in the closet with the others that she never, that she wants from you, that she's got from multiple men that she never even uses.
Yeah.
Wow. The
So
whole
yeah,
And
when
thing.
you looking at
and
the aesthetics, man, you got to see how it fits with you.
Yeah,
But you got to
death
know
by
yourself first.
I knew a
death,
guy. I knew a guy
Mela,
that
Mela, death by a thousand cuts, Mela.
I knew a
So
guy.
if a man compromises when he says, "Okay, she ain't that pretty. I actually date prettier women, but for her, I'm gonna date her. She ain't that fine." And we heard what Aunt said about being fine. The father, I mean, gravity and all that gonna get that. But okay, she's not that. So the man's compromised twice. Then turns around, she got kids. He compromised there. He's still messing with her. Then death by a thousand cuts, Melon. She got a bad attitude. She disrespectful. She don't
Yo,
appreciate and realize, hey, do you know I could really deal with better women, but I'm fucking with you? No, okay, yeah, yeah. And he sits in the bed and he says, man, I could catch hell from a pretty bitch. Why am I dealing with her? And
Well,
he
that goes
leaves.
both ways, to be
No,
honest.
Mela, he
That
leave, and
goes
then he
both
leaves.
ways because women, beautiful women, have compromised themselves by being with a guy just because he provides financial security. For instance, um, she's beautiful, not the woman on the screen. I'm referring to a particular situation where she gets him she provides him the ideal look, right? Perfect, the body, the feeling, the accommodation. He basically, she's a show off, right? He can show her off. But what begins to happen is that that man will challenge her to do more than just be beautiful. And that's annoying. It becomes annoying when everybody compliments your woman and they say, but can she cook? Can she, set out a Super Bowl party, right? Can she, your boys are challenging what your woman can do, and then you putting that pressure on her when all she really had to come to the table with is being beautiful. That is annoying.
No, but hey, Mello,
Trust
though,
me.
that's the definition of moving the goalpost.
That's
I don't think
that's
there's
it.
anything wrong with challenging your significant other to be more than good looking, and that would go for men and women. Yeah, you should be more than just beautiful. You should actually be a woman, and it's more to being a woman than just looking good. Like just like
Exactly.
it's more to being a man than just being in shape, working and paying bills. It's more to that.
But
So I understand it. So that's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, if I didn't establish that in the beginning,
in the
and all you
beginning,
had to do was be pretty in the beginning, yeah. Now I'm expecting the fish to climb a tree, and
in the
it's
beginning,
bad. Yeah,
and say, because I love you, I'm gonna set it out for you. I'm going to do everything that is domestically pleasing and surprising and accommodating for you. What you not gonna do is set me out to your friends talking about, look what my wife can do. Like, oh babe, I got the bros coming over, and I'm gonna need you to, have, a bunch of eats and treats
Yeah.
set out for the
Drop some
bros
wings.
coming over. It's like, I didn't marry your bros. I
No,
married
no,
you.
Mela, no, no, Mela. And that's what the whole thing about compromise. Guess what, Mela? I got it. We get it. You don't want to, you married him. You ain't married to bros. You don't want to be told what to do. You ain't no maid. You a wife. We get that. But Mela, what you got to do for your man is throw that out the window. And you got to go ahead and drop them wings. You got to drop them wings. And you say, I'm
Check
doing it
this
for my
out.
husband.
When it
Mela,
comes,
I'm doing it for my man. That's what you say. Mela, anybody question you about it? Your girlfriends or whatever question, your sister family question you, they say, why you cooking for him? You say, damn right, I don't have to do shit, but that's my man. That's why I'm doing it.
okay, I will cook for him in every pleasing way. And since you're talking about compromise, when it comes time, let's quid pro quo this. Look, when it comes time for Mother's Day, and I turn around and say, well, I want us to take the mothers of our families out to dinner. Well, they ain't my mother. I ain't got to spend shit on them. And it's like, oh, but you want me to cook for your bros.
You said mothers of the family. So what is his mother passed away?
Mothers of the family.
That would be his mom and your mom. So is his mother passed away?
His mother has passed away.
Oh yeah, well, so it'd be mom. So it's one mom. Well, no, you're right. That's it. No, you're right. That's inappropriate to talk to your spouse or your woman. That you don't get in. I don't know
Since I
why
set
you
it
make.
out for this Super Bowl party, as you say, drop the wings and all this good
Well,
stuff.
I don't. You don't even have to cook for the Super Bowl party.
But
If a man gets in a relationship, he has to be respectful to a woman's parents and grandparents and children. He can't be saying you can't say stuff like that.
that's the indication of that's the selfishness factor that wasn't revealed in the dating process. And people have to discover the dimensions of compatibility, which includes moral decision making. What are the finite details that have yet to be uncovered about this person, you know, and do they match up? If somebody is all about reciprocation, but the other person isn't, that's a problem. You have to be on you have to be on par with understanding one another and be agreeable to it. That's my humble thought.
And I would also recommend counseling before you get married. You know, I would
Oh
recommend.
yeah,
Mhm.
You know,
that's
I
one of
think a
those
lot of
things
yeah, a lot
get
of
it
people wait
covered.
for counseling. Yeah, they wait for counseling until things. You know what I'm saying? They wait until things go bad for counseling. You might want to. Yeah, you're gonna want to do that ahead of time.
Absolutely. How was that, K? How was that, K? Did you like the answers?
Now I was yeah, I was listening to all y'all. Um
Okay. I
say
like Auntie's
like
answer
me,
the best. Get counseling first. Let a
no,
professional evaluate whether or not
K-Rack,
you can
Mella,
both
Mella,
get along first. Yeah.
K-Rack's a strip club nigga. He be
nah.
in the shake.
I'm
He
damn
be in the
sure
shake.
no, nah, play.
He be in the shake.
Nah. It
Post it up. Young nigga in the shake.
play you stupid as hell.
He going to Blue Magic.
Play you stupid.
Yeah, tonight, yeah,
What's that
Blue
famous
Magic.
strip club
Play
called
think I'm a young nigga.
in Atlanta? He going to the strip club for a wife.
The Giant.
Oh man.
The giant. The giant.
Where you going tonight, K-Rex? I'm going to the Giant. Yo, man, we pulled up to the shake. People at
Well,
work, the
when you
women.
do that,
Mella,
K Rex,
Me-
you falling in love with everybody when you do something like that.
Hell no, I don't. Nah, me as a person, I don't. Nah, I asked y'all that question because me personally, I'm not. I don't. Marriage is not in the plans. I'm gonna keep it real, but I'm not saying it's completely xed out. But as the way things look now, like a woman will really have to really show me something like different
All right, so hey,
as far
that's
as
why I would go back to what I said earlier. And trust me, I just cut you off for a reason. What about you? You said a woman got to show you what you gonna show, what you gonna do, because you can't control what a woman shows or does for you. Like she's gonna
yeah,
do what
I
she want to
know.
do, and she might even change her mind because they do that. What are you gonna do that's consistent?
No, that's what I'm saying. As a man, I could provide and all of that, bro. It's that's why I said as the man, you are supposed to be the prize. Like you're supposed to be the prize. You not. You gotta let them because you when you talk about marriage and everything like that, you that's when it gets more serious, and you have to really know who you are as a man, and you have to be careful on the women you pick if you talk about marriage and all of that. So when it comes to that, if you know as a man that you could provide all types of like you could provide just the basic necessities, but not only just that, you could provide you could be someone she could talk to, you could be somebody that she can learn from, that you can build with, things like that. So as a man knowing I could provide those things, I would need a woman that's she don't even have to be. That's the thing. Men, I feel like men don't require as much. They don't, and that's when you kind of get a lot of marriages fall into them situations, and that's where a lot of conflict happens because it's a lot of unnecessary things that are added or
It,
that has not been discussed within the marriage.
And
believe
trust me,
it or not,
when
it
you
could be something as simple.
if and when you actually contemplate marriage or you get into one, you'll be amazed. Damn, what men require. You'll be amazed what you as a man requires. You're not really gonna realize it until either number one, you're not getting it, or number two, you are getting it, or you're getting some messed up version of it. Trust me, there are plenty of dudes out there providing, just like you said, the basic necessities. There's somebody that they woman can talk to, and you know what I'm saying, she's screwing some other dude over
Oh
here, or
no.
she's airing things out to her homegirl or whatever, because hey, that ain't enough. So like what are you gonna
Mm.
do when hey her mood changes, or she just decides to lie, or you just ain't feeling like, bro, like you human, like you human. So there's just more to just, oh, I just got to pick the right person. Nah, man, you you
Nah, I
you gotta
understand.
you gotta you gotta be the right person to be picked in order to to pick the right person. Like that's where the reciprocity comes in. Like Mello was talking about. Trust me, it's more to. I mean, people be on here talking about marriage like it's as simple as just going to the store and picking something off the shelf.
It's really not simple.
It's not. Like it's not.
You know
Mhm.
how petty some people get in marriages? Say, for instance, it's time to buy a car. Um, there are people that have erupted into serious arguments because she wanted the kind of car that she wants. He wants the kind of car that he wants. They they have not compromised at all as far as and they only have the type of income where they could just buy one car, right? And in their minds, regardless of whether or not both of their incomes are purchasing this car, this man believes that her opinion about a car doesn't matter. That plants a seed of vindictiveness in that wife, and next thing you know, all types of petty shit is coming out of her. Um, I think it's stupid shit like that that adds up. And next thing you know, somebody's doing something petty and vindictive over here, petty and vindictive over there. And you all got to get that straightened out with counseling before you get married. Like, who's going to get to pick the car? Who's going to get to decorate the house? Who's going to get to uh, determine what type of school the children go to? All types of stuff has to be gotten out the way before you get married as young people, because petty shit will come up. How you going to handle it? That's
Yeah.
important to know.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. There's just a lot to it. I like the analogy of a car because I'm gonna have to dip in a second, but yeah, it's on. When I hear from a lot of dudes in these spaces, not you in particular, Kay, but I hear from a lot of dudes, and it sounds like dudes be wanting to go on to a lot and get a brand new Corvette, and it's like, yeah, I could pay the note. It's like, yeah, but you got a 485 credit score, like you ain't got no credit. Like
Mm.
you ain't got no credit. Oh, but I got a high paying job. I could do this. Yeah, but you
I'm
ain't got
like,
no
baby,
credit.
we
So in
can't
other words,
afford this
no,
shit.
no. In other words, like the woman don't trust you. She don't respect you. So you can be all of that stuff, and you might even be, you might be all of those things, and you might be true to it. But if somebody don't trust you or respect you, none of that matters. Like you actually gotta have things about yourself that prove that and show that to somebody else in order for them to trust you. You can be the best, but if you don't show that, like, come on, for real, man. Respect is a big deal. Respect and trust is a big deal, and
And consistency plays a part. Yes.
yeah, it's just so much more to gaining that from somebody than just being trustworthy and what you deem as respectful. They got to see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you have
Yeah.
met plenty of people in your life. Hey, you had one impression of them, and then you had to get to know them a little further to be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I could rock. At first, I really wasn't feeling you, but now, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. A lot of times, hey, you only got one chance to make a first impression, like you only do. So there's just so much more to it. There's so much more to it, and all of that it goes to, just like Bella said, it's tone, inflection, how you deal with the just little basic situations. Because there's gonna be but you remember, you going to sleep next to somebody, you waking up next to somebody, you dealing with them at their worst, you deal with them at their best, they dealing with you at your worst, they dealing with you at your best. Like life happens, bro. You know what I'm saying? What happens when you come in the house in a bad mood? You know, and you kind of want to be alone, but she wants to be up on you. How you gonna deal with her? You gonna say, "Get the hell away
Yeah,
from me," or you gonna
I
say,
know how to
"Baby,
take
I need
care.
a minute," or you just gonna do like for real? Like there's a lot of things in there. But I got to drop down. If you
All
still
right,
up, bro,
bro.
I'll come back up, Plat.
I
Appreciate
got
this convo though. Shout out to
you.
Mela
Okay.
too and the panel.
Shout out to
All
you,
right.
Auntie.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. A marriage or whatever, a wedding, all that stuff, it's life changing. And that's why my heart goes out to Todd because he tried. He did what a lot of men need to do. He said, hey, I'm going to get out of the clubs, I'm going to get out of the streets. I'm gonna remarry. Only 3 years later, 3 years later, to get served a divorce. It's unfair, man. It's unfair. And he compromised. People all in the chat box talking about the way the woman looks. They've been talking about that woman, the way that woman's appearance is, do business. All these guys come up here, they talk about how they don't like her. She ugly and all that. And
What's
he
up, y'all? My bad play. Appreciate you.
no, they're talking about that woman's appearance, do business. You say you wouldn't take the woman to Applebee's.
Well, I mean,
That's the thing. We try to learn up here. Think about what you're saying, man. What's wrong with having a couple of tacos with this woman?
well, like I said, I mean, if I was interested in her, yeah, I probably
So
wouldn't
you
take
got
her to
so you'll
Applebee's,
only
but
take a woman out if you're interested in. What's wrong with just saying, "Hey, yeah, I'm free Thursday. Let's go hang out for a minute." What's wrong with that?
I mean, if I know the woman, yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. Just having a simple lunch. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, just hanging out with someone. I mean, that's cool. Uh,
She's a woman. She don't get a lot of attention from men. She got 4 kids. She wants to get out of the house. She said, "Yeah, I do something with you." Well, Thursday, yeah, I'm free Thursday. We come out from 5 to about 7. Yeah, I can see you. Now I gotta get up out of there at 7, but I can give you 5 to 7. Okay, I'll see you. All right. You have her meet you like you said, not Applebee's. You have her meet you where you like to eat. She comes there, hey, let's have fun. As a man,
yeah,
we do that. Black men, we do that a lot.
yeah. I mean, like that. Yeah, that's what I was telling y'all earlier. You and K Rex. Yeah, just date. That's how I get down. I just date. Yeah, all of that is a part of dating. Hanging out. You know, restaurant, movies, whatever. You like Top Golf. I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
Mhm.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But
Now
You like
do
top
business. I
golf?
got a question.
I
What
ain't I ain't been yet. But I want to check it out though. I ain't been yet.
Okay.
Now go ahead. Go ahead.
so when you be dating, right?
Mhm.
What be like you just be trying to hit or what be your intentions?
Well, I used to do that when I was, especially in your 20s and 30s. Yeah, I'm trying to smash like, but in my 40s, like ever since I turned 40, it's like my brain started. I just started thinking a little differently about relationships and all that. So like I said, I was trying to do that with someone, but it didn't work. But nowadays, yeah, my 40s, nah, man, I don't even care if I get the box anymore. It's the box really ain't that important to me. I want to really get to know this woman to see if we're a good match. So like I said, I got plenty, man. I can just go through my phone from A to Z, bro. Women all over the country. If I want some box, I could just contact certain women just like that. So that's nothing. But
You think that's what Todd messed up? He
what
didn't
you,
he didn't really get to know her.
I don't
He
know.
he
I don't
dated
know.
her for 3 months and got married to her.
Like I said, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, you might be right though, Platinum. He probably should have waited maybe a year, a year and a half. But when you feel a certain way about someone, you let them know immediately. Like, I want you. Let's get it popping. So I think that he was more serious about the relationship than her. So yeah, it'd be like that sometimes, man.
You have to
That's the
wonder about this stuff, man. I'm confused. Man,
yeah.
I get this dating stuff. And yeah, we talk about this the Slaw channel. I get all that. But when you look at a Todd Bridges, and then you look at the woman and people in the chat box saying she ain't that pretty, why does she want to be single? Like, why does she want a divorce?
I mean, people fall out with each other all the time, Platinum. So I mean, it happens. But
I
like,
don't get it, man. I have no idea why would that woman want a divorce from Todd Bridges. That's a, and then Mella. Let me see, Mella. Let me see something. Mella's up here, and Mella's up here talking about she wouldn't date Todd Bridges. a
Oh
young
yeah.
man who's single. Yeah, yeah, I don't know what's going on. You won't date his
I told you,
wife,
yeah.
and Mella won't date him, and we're messed up, man.
He ain't got no edge to him, man.
Yeah,
A
no,
lot of
he wants a younger woman. Period. That's why.
You're older than Todd Bridges.
No, I'm not older than Todd Bridges, but Todd Bridges wants a younger woman than myself. So what you're asking me is whether or not I would just entertain him
Yeah,
just
compromise.
because.
No, no. Are you willing to sacrifice,
Am
compromise?
I willing to sacrifice? See, when you
Are you
use
willing to
words like that,
Are you willing to suffer? That's a question. Cle- Clearly, you're not. You see what I'm saying? That's what a man. That's what you're not gonna suffer. That's why
oh
these men get
my
left.
God,
Hold up. That's why these men get abandoned. That's why a lot of you brothers, y'all do everything right, and y'all don't know why she left. You don't know. You don't know what happened because she just told you she ain't gonna sacrifice nothing.
we just talked about reciprocation, and now you want to flip it over to you're the one that has to suffer.
You
You have
don't
to
have to.
sacrifice yourself for Todd Bridges just because
Your man, you sacrificing for your man.
he's not my man. He's somebody that wants to date. There's a difference. There's a difference between somebody being your man and somebody that's just trying to figure out how you are willing to suffer for him. There's a difference.
but what's wrong with him dating a younger woman that's in her 40s and he's
There's nothing
50?
wrong with him dating a younger woman. I am not a younger woman. So it's not that I don't want to date Todd Bridges. Logically speaking, Todd Bridges doesn't want to date me. And when I say date, I'm talking about um take me seriously. Like
Well,
uh,
hold on. Let's take a woman like Elisa Ray or Elise Neal. Like Elise Neal, that's the chick that played on Money Talks
men
and all
don't
that.
want to take older women seriously.
I mean, I
Period.
don't see any. I mean, I'm not saying I know how to think for him, but I'm just saying those Nia Long, those women are in their 50s, almost 60. So
Mhm, mhm.
Men
what's wrong with
don't
those
want
kind
to
of women?
take older women seriously, brother.
I don't believe that.
Older women are an
Yeah, I don't know
annoyance to a
where you getting
man.
this stuff from? Where you getting
Nah,
this from?
I don't
This
believe
the
that.
Slaw channel.
Oh, well, I ain't never. That's you talking. We never said
Is this
anything
not
like
the
that.
Slaw channel?
Yes, but we ain't never said what you're saying. That's you talking.
Men do not take older women seriously.
I don't believe that.
Yeah,
Okay.
depends
I
on the
don't.
man. Yeah,
Okay.
depends on the man. I don't know where you getting that from.
Okay.
Yes, they do. Why
I
wouldn't
think
they?
I think that's maybe jealousy of younger women.
No,
Oh,
it's not. It's a
wow.
reality. It's
Nah,
Wow.
a reality.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
Especially if you still got some kind of attraction to you. I mean, of course, no man wants a woman that's
When
broken
you
down.
marry somebody with a AARP card, let me know.
That's that's too extreme, Mela.
That's that.
Like
I'm just saying, men don't want older women. They don't.
Yes. Well, some of them don't, but there's enough men where some of them do. Some of them don't. You're right, but a lot of them do. But Mella, we got a man up here who clearly doesn't have that issue like that. And sisterhood, black women, y'all won't get a man the time again. This is a child actor. How come he's not with a black woman? You don't feel no responsibility for
I'm
that?
sure there are younger black women that will be glad to date him.
No, no, no. You don't feel no responsibility for black women losing Todd Bridges to white women. You
Losing
don't
Todd.
no
Okay, let's get this white woman situation out the way, right? First of all, Todd Bridges grew up as a child star. Okay, he was surrounded by less, Caucasian women in his formative years. By proximity, that's what he grew to be attracted towards. It's not his fault that he's seeking white women. In his formative years, he was surrounded by white women. That's what he gravitates towards. It's not that he didn't give black women a chance. his formative years conditioned him to be attracted to white women. It's not his fault.
Mela, listen, it's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with what you're saying. I'm saying everybody has a choice. I mean, a lot of us grew up around white women or white people or whatever. That don't necessarily mean that you're not attracted to black women or whatever kind
I
of woman.
grew up
It
around
just
black. I grew up around black men. I've had, trust me, plenty of opportunities to be swooned by white men all over
okay.
the world.
I don't believe you, Mel.
I'm just not attracted to white men like that.
Like I
I
said,
can
that's a choice.
recognize when they're
I
handsome.
don't, I don't believe. Yeah, I don't believe you. I don't believe that.
I can
That's a choice.
recognize when they're handsome. I can recognize when they're the better option. But formatively, I am attracted to black men. Period.
Yeah. Well, I don't believe
That's
that.
understandable. Yeah, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah,
Well, I don't believe
And the
that though.
same goes for him. Formatively, he's attracted to white women. You could throw
No,
a black
Mel,
woman
you
at
don't
this
treat.
guy and he ain't going because he
Mel,
formatively is attracted to white women. That's what he
Mel,
does.
you don't treat black men right. So I don't know. You say you're attracted to them. I don't think you are.
You can't base my personality on your panels.
You came on here and tell you be dogging these niggas out.
You cannot base my constitution of being by the personality I display on your panels, Platinum.
Oh,
I'm here to
anyway,
entertain people, Platinum.
I'm not.
Period.
We're serious over here. I don't know what because you said that
But
when you
y'all,
first
you're not serious all the time, Platinum. Sometimes, not all the time.
ma'am, today we are.
oh,
You're
really?
known as the Slaw Channel, really?
Are you gonna let me finish? You gonna keep look, yeah, this is the Slaw Channel. What about it?
Okay, then.
Why do you think that's not serious? Slawing is serious. Yeah, you throwing me off. I don't get what you said. So slawing is not so if because this is a slaw channel, we're not serious?
When it comes to colloquialisms, you have to wonder sometimes. That's all.
Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with you, man.
I mean, bottom line, Mela, the dating scene is rough for a lot of guys, and that's basically what a lot of these panels are about. Like that's why the conversation is needed for some, But yeah, it's just rough and tough out here. So I mean, just telling men to be careful, and that's all it's about because it's not guaranteed.
And
What
there's a
will
turning point. Now there's Todd Bridges, for me, he woke me up. There's a turning point. Young brother, he was a child star. He got hooked on drugs. That's Hollywood. He fought through that. And he got married. He had 2 kids, and that didn't work out. And now, in the later stages of his life, he decides to give a woman who a lot of men wouldn't give the time of day. He said, I'm going to give this woman a chance to be my wife. And he married her and he laid out his life in front of her. He loved on her. He taught her. She taught him. And then he got served with divorce papers. That sends a lot of men into bitterness. And I hope
Hmm.
Todd doesn't go there. Yeah, because that's wrong, man. And,
It
and,
does.
and, 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 and now he doesn't, but I blame the sisterhood. Y'all let this brother down. Y'all let this one brother down. You have a man out here who's looking for a wife. Black women don't like him, talking about his lips. He
Mhm.
got black lips and stuff. And he found love with a white woman.
He's not cool enough, platinum. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't like
so
his haircut.
so black women having married men that are less attractive?
We're not saying that, but it's character. Like like I said, I've dealt with many of black women, so they definitely want you to be the way they want you to be, like all the way. It's very crazy too. You know what I'm saying? They even try to mold dudes into what they want them to be. So,
I
and
Okay,
I'm
would, I
not
wish,
talking about
yeah,
you,
I
yeah,
wish,
Mela.
I wish, I wish a black woman. We got you, Mella, but I wish a black woman because we had a couple of black women join the panel a couple of days ago. Because I don't understand. Can you tell me why you guys don't like Todd Bridges? Why? Why not? Well, like, because like Mella said, you guys date worse. Why y'all don't like him?
Yeah, he's a cornball and all that kind of stuff. You
I,
know,
you
No,
know,
how's he a cornball?
I'm
I
He's
telling you
been
what
don't.
locked. Hold up,
I'm telling you what they would say.
he's been locked up. He's sort of a thug.
Nah, man.
He's probably a thug. He's probably a thug.
He's a thug in glasses.
He's probably a thug. Yeah.
He don't like to go
He's
to the
been in a,
club.
if he's been in and out of jail, let alone prison, he's probably a thug at this point.
I don't think he's been to prison.
Recidivism is a hell of a thing. It changes somebody.
Nah, I wouldn't say he's a thug. I mean, just because nah. He's not that kind of dude at all. You could just tell. Nah, man. He was on drugs, so of course that messes with people's minds. So nah, I wouldn't say he's a thug.
Oh boy. You all make up your minds one day.
We just responded to what you said, man. Nah, I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't think he's a thug. Yeah.
yeah, you good. I mean, I'm just saying, just because someone go to jail, they can go to jail for tax invasion or something. Anything don't make you a thug.
That's not what he went to jail for now, is it?
I don't know.
No, he was selling dope,
That
and
sounds like a thug to me.
he beat the hell out of somebody, and he beat the charge. Though he got
That
acquitted.
also sounds like a thug.
Well, but Mella, somebody play with your paper. You know that's a different world. You can't call the police.
Nobody asked him to sell drugs.
But if somebody play with your paper, Mella, you gotta put hands on them.
Drug paper.
No, you gotta put hands on. He be out there selling dope, and somebody fuck you with your money. Nigga show up talking about some, hey yo man, the price is this, and you come up, he's short. You gotta put hands on that nigga.
Do you know what type of character it takes to not only sell dope, but beat somebody up because they cuffed your money? Do you know what type of character that takes? A degenerate
I mean, it's not
character.
good character, but I mean,
Yeah, this
that's
brother.
just
Yeah,
somebody
and
that
I
hit
see why
rock
black
bottom.
women. Yeah, I see why black women don't like him. Y'all not gonna be fair with this brother. He damned if he do. He damned if he don't.
Well,
Y'all, yeah, he out here marrying white women.
he made his bed, he got to lie in it. And it looks like it's going to be alone.
That's so sad. You happy about that, Mella?
Not at all. I want the best for him.
Yeah, that's so
He's a
sad.
child. He is imprinted in my what you talking about, Willis memories. I want the best for him. I wanted the best for all of them, even that maid. I
All them
noticed the
past,
maid's not in the picture. She was
yeah,
she
they
was
all
an
passed.
integral part of that those episodes. You know, um,
Yeah,
sometimes people just lose out.
they all passed away, Mella.
It seems like they all did.
It's so sad, man. I don't
Todd
know.
is the only. Todd is the last of the Mohicans of different strokes, and that is sad.
Well, I'm not so much concerned about the sitcom. I'm concerned about us. What are we gonna do, man?
It was a beautiful sitcom. It
As a
brought so
people,
much
man.
joy whenever I would watch it.
You hear that? You hear that? Yeah, Mella said she sat down there and watched him entertain her. So you want him to be happy then, right,
I
Mella?
want him to be happy, and he's not going to take me seriously to make that happen.
I
Well, that's
disagree. A good woman, he'll take you seriously.
Nah,
that's what I'm saying, Platinum. It's like I
it's
think a
what
lot of
Platinum said earlier. Do business. Platinum said earlier, if I take the good woman, but she don't have no ass. She ain't pretty like that. I'm gonna die of 1,000 cuts every day I look at
I
her.
didn't say no. I don't know what you. I ain't
that
said
what he
nothing
said.
like that. How you haven't been listening? I ain't said nothing like that. I said that.
Sure you didn't.
I said that Todd suspended all of that. And Todd took the regular chick. He took uh, um, the woman that's taller than him. He took the woman that's hopping on a day nap. He took that and look at what it got. It got him served divorce papers. And I said, black women,
Well, don't choose your wife off of a dating app, first of all. That's
I
crazy.
said, black
That's
women criticize his wife, but yet she's been married twice with 4 kids. All they can be is a nigga's plaything. That's what I
yeah,
said.
yeah. That's the mistake that a lot of men make. It's just that what I'm saying is like every man can't think the same, but I'm just telling you straight up, man. Like, just be prepared for the divorce, or be prepared for her to, leave. Like, just don't take these relationships serious, man. I don't care if you're married to her or not, man. Just understand that at any given time she can be like she's not happy. So it's women that do that stuff all the time. Platinum, they be married 20 years to
Mhm.
a dude. I don't want you no more. It just it's gonna happen, man.
Yeah,
Do
well,
you
that's a
blame the
very
hold on,
pessimistic
Mel?
attitude.
Hold on, Mella.
What you
Do you
mean? I
blame
mean,
hold on. Do you blame black women for the frustrations that Todd Bridges got to go through? Do you put that at the feet of the sisterhood? Do business?
uh
A little bit, right? A little bit, just a little bit.
yes, yeah, some, yeah, some
If
of
they
it, yeah.
weren't so difficult to deal with,
Right,
if they didn't have these standards that are absolutely absurd, and
right.
we see that Todd is loving and willing. Look at the white woman he with, but black women don't like him, and they drove my nigga to white women. So yeah, I blame sisterhood for this.
How
This
is
divorce.
somebody who's slinging drugs and beat up people loving? Where did he get that at?
What you mean? Black women date drug? Stop it, Mella.
I'm just emphasizing platinum, assuming that this is a loving man.
But that's
That's
what
an
I'm saying. I mean,
assumption.
that's the dude.
Just like he's
Black
making
women date
assumptions
some black
about the
women,
sisterhood.
but some black
Platinum
women date some
deals
of the
with
worst dudes.
not only does
Mella, you
platinum
said
make
you
assumptions,
said you
he
wouldn't date him.
leads the witness.
Mella, you said you wouldn't date him. You're a black woman.
I'm too old to date him.
Ah, yeah. Okay. It's his fault. You won't
Excuses,
date
yeah,
him, but
nothing
it's
but
his fault. You won't date him. That don't make
I'm
no
too
sense,
old to
Mella.
date him.
But
excuses.
Mella,
Yeah.
you're saying you won't date him, but you're
I'm too
blaming
old
him.
to date him.
You know, Mella, he
How do
just
you know that?
look at who he's dating, Mella. Look
What
at
that
who he's
mean?
dating. Look at who he's dating. It's a
What that
lot of black
mean?
women. A lot of black women would have an opportunity to date this man. Y'all won't like him. Y'all don't like him.
Wow. That's a hell of a reach.
That's crazy, man.
What's
Go
crazy is
overseas,
how you
Todd.
always
Todd,
leading the witness.
Todd, go overseas. These women don't deserve a good man like you. Go overseas, man.
What makes him a good man?
He's been through all the processes so that he's recovered. He's sober. He's responsible. He's single.
That's
What else
all
you
it
want from
takes.
me? Not for you, but for a lot of women, that's all it takes.
Okay.
They
Then he
want a
should be all right.
sober man.
Then he should be all right. He'll bounce back in no time to bigger and better things.
And if black women was fair, they would jump on this opportunity to get them a good quality man. You got Todd Bridges. Todd Bridges is back on the dating market.
Yeah. I mean, if he has to go younger, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that either. Get a woman in her 30s. Ain't nothing wrong with that either.
And stand on it, bro. I know it hurts. You didn't want it, but you 60 and you single. I know you did everything you could. You said, "Hey, I ain't going after the pretty girl. Hey, I'm she white. I ain't on no race stuff." You made so many compromises, brother. So many. And in the end you still got divorced.
Would it have been better if she died?
Nah. That's-
No, I
Because
don't
men
what
have
are you
to
talking
be
about?
no, I'm serious. When it comes to a man having a wife that where he expects that they're gonna quote unquote grow old together, but it turns out she has some irreversible illness and she gone. Is that a different type of sorrow than divorcing him? Because he's gonna be alone either way. Is that a different type of sorrow?
And she's gonna be along, Mella.
No, no, I'm saying is she gone due to irreversible illness? She's gone. He's still alone. So is this all about him being alone, period, or the divorce situation, which makes him feel rejected?
Your divorce, Mela.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what we're talking about. We're not talking about
We're
all the other
talking about
stuff.
a man feeling rejected as opposed to circumstances beyond his control, right?
Well, I mean, the circumstances are still under his control if the woman don't want him anymore. So I mean, it's a
But
lose lose
it's a
situation
different
anyway.
context. You know, your wife dies versus your wife left you. There's a
We,
difference, right?
that's not what we're talking about, Mela.
We we ventured off into all types of other things. I'm just throwing it out there. That's all.
Right, right.
Well, man, sometimes you get challenged and you get into some of this stuff and it just leaves you, man, in a state of mind where you don't know which way is up, man. Like Mella said, Todd Bridges provided so much entertainment. Him and his friend Gary Coleman, black people were not even being displayed on TV. And then we have to sit here and watch this man in his 60s suffer through a divorce. Yeah, I got a problem with that, man. He don't deserve that. Send him the shoes, the sneakers, and let him go overseas.
What was interesting was how Christopher Reeve's wife stuck by him to the end.
Mm-hmm.
So there are women that will stick by their husbands no matter what. There are women out there that will do that.
Yeah, I mean that's true. But I mean, all I'm saying is that don't bet on it. That's all I'm saying. Just don't bet on it. So that's just my take. I'm not telling everyone to think like me. I just, like I said, I don't take anything serious with these chicks unless it's serious.
As a
But
matter of fact,
I'm always prepared for the exit. You know. So
Christopher Reeve, Mr. Superman, he gave his wife permission to leave him, and she said, "No, I'm your wife. I'm not gonna leave you." He was like, "But I'm not who I was," and she said, "You're still you." So there are women with that type of mentality that will stick with the man no matter what happens. As a matter of fact, after Christopher Reeve passed away, she died of sorrow not too long after. That's how committed she was to her husband. It made her deathly ill after he passed away. Now that's marriage.
I heard that. Well, look, we wanted to step into this topic, man. We did. We appreciate you, Mello. We appreciate you, Do Biz. We appreciate everybody who came up. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm just like you. I don't have all the answers. I do agree he needs to go overseas. Not as a passport, bro, but as a regular traveler. Just go over there for about 30 days. You'll find what you're looking for over there. You agree with that, Mello?
Have a happy holiday, Platinum.
All right, take care of yourself.
Okay, bye.
All right. And we out of here, man. We appreciate you. Like the stream, man. Reach down there and hit the like. Subscribe to the channel. Support the platform. We got Cash App. We got Super Chat. And we the only one doing this stuff, man. We the only ones.